Alright. So, this is Friday Night Fights. I'm co-casting with SL Dream. We're gonna be covering, what is this, a 5 objective operation?
Oh no, not again.
Oh boy.
Is it at least like an assassinate or something? Okay, it's an assassinate, so I guess that's
So
a bit better.
I see where they're going with this. They've got the red area is the search area for 3 destroy objectives. They've got the blue sector area, and then they've got 2 large yellow areas for the assassin target to hide, which I'm assuming is ground command. And then Op 4 spawns within 2 kilometers of the AO, and they do have transports and a lot of side roads to work with. So, based off of this AO, I'm assuming it's going to be a pure defensive AO on Blue 4's end. Op 4 is just going to have to go right in. But the angle of this airbase is a little bit tough. I have seen it in an OFCRA mission before, so I know what it's like. There's just a massive kill zone in the middle. So Op 4 is going to have to break something off to go into the forested route to the south to then hit that destroy objective area, whereas everything else pushes in the sector. So there is going to be a force split for Op 4, or they're going to have to go in, break away, and go back around. Looks like they did put some minor fortifications between the southern yellow sector and the red sector, but I don't think that's going to be enough for units to bound through, unless Pierce is commanding Op 4, in which case we all know where that song and dance is going to go.
Well, let's just check the open fields. How many open? He might struggle because he'd have to go to the north to get to the open field.
Well, I'm talking about the little open field in the, if you follow the runway, the little southern area past the runway south.
Oh yeah, but he has to get around. That's the thing. Like, he has to purposefully go round the objectives.
I don't think Pierce is gonna do something like that, or like, you know,
well, no,
maximizing the open fields. I'm talking about this.
Yeah, okay. All
to
right,
get like through the areas here, because instead, no, he's not gonna do that. Yeah, yes, an open field.
Yes,
Jesus
finally.
Christ.
Or originally, I thought you might be doing this.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, no, that's a lot of open field. I mean, no. That's not a good plan.
You got hit as many of.
Now that is a good. Look at my line. Hell yeah! Now that is a real plan. Yeah, all over the open field, man.
Yeah. Once you've done the sector and assassin, you move back out here.
Oh yeah.
And then you go across this open field.
Ah, yeah. So you double dip there into the destroy object. You're absolutely right, Dream. That is.
Oh, it's going.
Dang.
For the final.
We were going. Oh no, T-FAR.
Just the Pierce play. And
imagine having your T-FAR plug-in on.
Imagine. Where will you be when T-FAR strikes?
Right.
You are correct, Sam. Your company command is the
alright
kill target.
Who's Op 4's? Actually, we'll do the reveal after. I gotta put the prediction up 1 second.
I predict Red 4 will win. And you can follow me in that thought, or you can lose all your points. Those are the 2 things you have.
The chucklehead. All right, let's get that poll going.
Mission details.
Yep. All right. So you want to start reading off the tasks?
Yes, I can. So Blue 4 have to defend Sector 1. I'm sure Liru's looking at it on the map now, so he'll show you where the different ones are. Defend Sector 1. Defend.
Looks like a triple R Vic. Is that a triple R?
M977A4. Yeah, it's a cash Vic. It's actually multiple. It's
it's an ammo. It's a rearmor refuel, so it's just a set of triple R.
Final is obviously the VIP, who is Blue 4 command. Op 4 have just basically the opposite: destroy, capture and kill. Briefing mission details is view distance of 1500 meters, 150 fortified points. No enhanced optics. Sorry. Yeah, just the normal stuff. Notes.
Okay.
This is from the mission maker. I've added hard points to the west and southern side of the airfield. Combat engineers on the attacking side have wire cutters to cut through the fence. It will interact with the fence to cut it. It takes 11 seconds to... Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
11 seconds to do so. I've added 40
wire
cutters into a box for attackers. Highly recommend the combat engineer on both sides be filled. If I'm being honest, everyone should have those. They shouldn't be...
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean, with the number count today, they probably will have most people having them anyway. But background.
The Russians have pushed through the Silesian mountains as the Czechs have been forced to defend a key airbase. The Russians have shelled a little bit, but since it's a breakthrough, they couldn't bring artillery closer to reach the north of the airbase. Area of operations: the airfield has unclimbable wires surrounding it. We saw that we saw that take effect last week. Was it last week? They had that wire that they just couldn't get past, and they
yeah. It's the same wire fence model.
Yeah. So use vehicles or wire cuts to go through them, and you can do their loadout because I don't know what the guns are because I'm dumb as fuck.
Blue 4's loadouts are, looks like Czech forces. So we got SA-58s. We have some sort of that is a 5.56 platform with a 203. That might be an HK-416, but it might be a SPAR-16. Don't know. Actually, SPAR-16 is an HK-416. Well, yeah. That's just a vanilla name for it. We got SVDs, we got mini-me's, and then AT-4s, and then 3 4-man transport Humvees for them to run around with. And then OP4 are going to be VDV kits, so AK-74s with your standard EMR Russian camouflage. SVDs, RPKs, PKPs, and RPGs, and 9 gas transports that can take about 9 people per, so almost entire squads can go through them. It's also funny because Blue 4, they've got a few dud vehicles. We got some helicopters in play, but looks like... You know what would be a really cool thought?
What?
If you had helicopters, like if you were defending an airbase but you had no fuel for your helicopters, and instead it was like the Huey with like the 240 on the side, and then you could use that as like a static turret instead.
What's that one? I can't remember. I think it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, where you take up a minigun in the middle of the town. Well,
so Cup actually, for I think Cup vehicles, has a static where it is a downed UH-60, but you can still use the M134 minigun on the side. Yeah, exactly. There's a turret in Cup. I know, Dwarves. That's exactly what I was just pointing out. But anyway, let's go ahead and look over Blue 4. So we got Sam commanding. He's going to be the VIP to be defended. Lolo's going to be the platoon medic. Kiri's going to be leading Alpha with G-Legs as the marksman, Huel as the medic. Alpha 1 has Colonel Cookie, Mac Marine, Charlotte, Seismo, and Alexander. Swola leading Bravo with Major Khan as the marksman, Harana as the medic, and Bates as the 2IC with the GL. Bravo 1 has Ash leading Tackleberry, Wheaton, Banks, and Iqbal. Charlie has Nafs leading Korvac, Zoni, Katz, PJ, and Flying Finn. Op 4 being commanded by Depso. All right. No Pierce. That makes me sad. We might be on later, but I actually don't see Pierce on here. Very sad.
You've got Where? No, he is. Bravo 2, Redfall.
Okay, we'll get to him.
He's just not with the rest of his 1WR guys.
Gotcha. So NASA's leading Alpha with Waldo as the 2IC with the GL, Jabby as the medic, and Pogo underscore as, Jabby as the marksman, and Pogo as the medic. Kermit leading Alpha 1, Channel Salvi, Ukrainiac, Lolo, Zixmi, and Cuboid. Bravo, okay, yeah, so just a Bravo. Bravo usually merges everyone together, so I'm just going to go down both as if they're all together. Fonz is going to be leading Rose, Pupper, Snodgepair, Nolich, Kabubi Face, Twins, Tom, Omri, Pierce, and Salt. Charlie being led by Lurch with Dewitson as the medic, Revealy as the God, I keep screwing that up. Dewitson as the marksman, Revealy as the medic. Charlie 1 has Jack, Watts, and Oddball. Delta has Nemesis leading with Malin as the 2IC because he has that GL. Dobbs being the medic, and Cullison, Yanni Finn being a machine gun pair. And funny enough, they have a copy of the Triple R vehicles at Op4 spawns so they know what to engage. I kind of appreciate that because sometimes, you know, the people won't know what they're supposed to be specifically blowing up. So giving them an example in spawn is always nice. I like to do that for my missions as well. Otherwise, with Depso leading, I know he's going to take this a bit more tactically, but since this is only about a little under a platoon versus platoon, I would see that Op4 is probably going to keep all their forces together and just hit the objectives one at a time, utilizing the full 50 minutes. I do not believe Steve is here tonight, Sparkle. I'm so sorry.
Not Steve.
These were changes I highly recommended to Kiri. Yeah, as I feel that. It's just going to be really up to, you know, just making sure both sides know what they're doing because you don't want any confusion to come down to the wire in the last minutes of the round. Otherwise, things get messy. But I'm going to use this as a bit of an announcement time. TBD, the next mission is going to be on the 11th of February, which is in like 3 to 4 weeks. But also, on Tuesdays, in place of my op slot, there's going to be a new batch of PvP coming out. It's a systematic one. Which is also going to be a bit tourney-like. We're going to be seeing members of FNF, OFCRA, WOG, and TBD, and maybe a few others that we've seen in smaller quantities. So we'll possibly get some really, really nice competitive PvP there. It is not Tuesday night tanks. It is called something else, but it'll be around 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will be covering it. It's being run by NASA, actually.
Oh, no, I did hear about this.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think you heard about it, but you told me something about it. I'm like, yeah, I know, don't worry. But, yeah, this has been about 2 or 3 months in the making, and, nicely enough of them, they actually made sure to pick a slot that was aligned with my schedule so I could cover it. So, hats off to NASA and the gang at OFCRA for setting that up. No, they don't, Dream. I'm so sorry.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Anyway, this is probably going to be our only official stream. I had to cancel the op later tonight because I'm going to be honest, guys, I got burned out a bit from Arma. I was really testing myself to see if I could do a mission every day. And I'm probably going to push the POG mission tomorrow to next week instead. And maybe take next Thursday out. That was going to be the pay for pain one.
So you're pulling out of it because you knew I was going to be there.
Well, no, because I also have to make another special mission for tomorrow, and then I'm also sitting on my hands with the whole Karma Cut operation stuff, so I'm still very busy. And then I had something come up today that I'm going to go attend, but I'll give more details about that later tonight when I'm doing mission dev. But, you know, we'll see how things go. Fubar Friday for the win. Yeah, I mean, FNF, we might as heck call Fubar Friday going forward, but otherwise, we got 7 minutes. Honestly, it's a slam dunk on how Op4 is going to attack this. There's so much forested area for them to assault with. Only caveat is they're going to need a little bit of time with those wire cutters to actually break through any of the fenced areas, not utilizing a gate. Or they can just ram it with one of their vehicles like the Gazes. Honestly, for the player count, I would also be interested to see a separation of forces or maybe some sort of strike team come in and do stuff with the idea of, you know, the main force opens up with an intentionally long-range engagement, and then a smaller strike team actually goes in and tries to complete the objectives like the destroy objective or the actual sector. One of the tough things, though, for Op4 is trying to guess how much defenders Blue 4 is going to put in various areas. So the real toughie is going to be... is Op4 going to be lucky and wherever they put their units isn't going to have a big amount of forces they run into, or are they just going to keep everything together and push in? I'm going to be honest, I think just keeping everything together and then dynamically adjusting to what they run into is going to be their best bet. I'm going to be honest, with numbers this low, communication is actually that much easier and that much more emphasized, so we should see some better combat. Stop laughing. Look, I'm trying to hype it up, Dream. You and I both know that once the guy with the LR dies, no one is going to go and pick it up and keep communication. I know, but we gotta at least hype it up. We can dream. Exactly, Dream. We can dream.
I didn't mean to make that a joke. Yeah. So I'm wondering where Sam's gonna. Where do you put yourself?
If there's Cessnas down Everick, unfortunately, they're not gonna be in use. But
any of the yellow areas, but if he goes out of it, or any of the areas, but if he goes out of them, obviously he'll be spied.
His position gets pinned on the map for all of Op4, so he's got to stay in the yellow areas.
So where do you go?
Honestly, within the yellow areas, I mean, one has a sector as well. Sam is just... He has two choices. He can either be with his force, and since he's on defense, he doesn't have to worry about commanding too much. You just kind of leave that to the squads to just stay on objectives and dynamically move around. Him staying alive is okay, but there's not really...
Yeah, he's probably the least important thing to defend. Like, in terms of, like, where everything is.
He can either...
destroy is probably pretty important.
Yeah, he can either go on some little corner with one little area that marksman won't be able to pick him off easily and just hold that corner, or he can just find a place to hide.
Like the roof he's on currently.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little more open. He'll probably get down from that after the mission starts, but... I mean, cheeky areas he could hide in. He could try hiding under the train carts over here, the fuel liners that are close to Sector 1.
But if I'm him, I might try getting the UH-60, like the downed one.
Is that? Oh, that is just barely in the zone. Yeah, he could hide on like the side of it.
No, you could probably just get inside it.
Well, there's not a lot of room for him to hide inside. I'm thinking more of, like, if he's on the eastern side, he could, like, hide just under it and go prone, and he's still in the zone.
If he goes inside it and then goes prone, like...
Well, I don't think it's going to let him go prone that much, because you still have this big open side to the west that can peer in and see him. There isn't really a spot for him to hide within it. I think him just hiding behind the wreck would be a better choice. And then with this giant Hainer building, there's a lot of places you can hide in here, like the second story prone on or crouched on the corner of that second story internally. And there's also plenty of small little side rooms you could hide in, but I mean, I think alone Op4 is going to be spending half their time playing hide and seek with Sam, if not more, if Sam decides to hide, because there's just so many spots he could.
So it's
just
unfortunately
hide.
outside the zone, but you've got the big plane just to the south of the zone he's in right now. And if you were able to interact with the ramp, which you probably won't be able to because I think it's just like a prop.
Yep.
I would definitely just get in the plane.
It is outside of the zone, though,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that's the only thing.
But yeah, no, like the
Hilarious.
static objects, you can, if it is specifically the static one from Cup, you can interact with the back, open it, and then close it, and people won't think to look at it. Another place I love to hide in that a lot of people don't check, and I would pick this spot if I knew that Papega and Scandy weren't fighting me, is behind the door, like anywhere in the barracks building, like on the second story. If you look in the rooms and see the space where, you know, the door opens, but it leaves that little corner, the door will open and then cover you in that corner. And there's so many people that don't check that little corner. And I've literally hidden from my players while Zeusing in that corner. They walk in, I just stare at them, and then they just go to leave, and some of them don't even see me as they turn around, and then I either shoot them or I just laugh at them and then shoot them.
I think something just to show that, and we've all been guilty of it. Was I know this isn't armor, but it's, you know, it was DayZ when we did DayZ a few, like I think it was like 2 months ago, and it was at the end of the session, and you did something to. I was trying to kill you, and you just hid in the corner and stood still. You didn't do anything, and I ran past you about 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
That is just armor players. On that. You're not doing that tonight, then, are you? I guess.
I will if I make it back in time. If not, we'll just start it later.
I might. I don't know, because I've been. I keep saying I was really sad because I watched the VOD of your last one, and I saw Bloodwing actually.
Yeah, I gave Bloodwing the stream for half of it.
I was so upset. I was like, oh, it's so funny.
There is, I'm probably going to do another DayZ stream over the weekend because there's a second server Ghost Wolf's been working on. I probably just want to meme around on there and do a easier time slot for people that are European, but we'll see. We will see. Man. Yeah, no problem.
I'll be there, I'm sure.
All right, but otherwise, there really isn't much else. I mean, the destroy objectives are tucked away. We don't see Blue 4 really defending it, but at the same time, they don't have the player count to do it. This is something out of the way, but Op 4 is still going to have to treat it cautiously because, you know, there could be anything over here. But it's just going to be a rush in, rush out sort of job. But I would focus on those destroy objectives first. I would just keep those for the end. Maybe put a team in there if I have a good breach going on Blue 4 to at least space my guys out because the numbers, again, are going to be on the lower end. We'll see how things go.
One of these days, I just want one of the mission makers to accidentally make one of these jets, like where the destroy objectives are, enterable and usable, and just see chaos. I know that the admins would probably catch it, like
it would be funny,
but it would be just so funny if you just see this like an A10 Warthog just burn down an entire like group of players. Someone left the keys in the ignition.
Well, you got to remember the scripts they use, that gets auto-sorted in the objective, at least for the previous version of missions. Now it might not, but, you know, for, like, Blue 4... Actually, no, we're seeing that it's not... it normally would cover everything. Yeah, Malin's missed a few things before, like the ATGMs on the BMP2, so there is possible to sneak a few things past them, but...
Hey, mission makers, if you're here, anytime you make any...
Just start trying to sneak things past Malin and see if it comes in.
Like a tank.
Op 4 breached an airfield, all of a sudden Blue 4 pops in with an A10 and starts taking off with it.
Yeah. That'd be so beautiful. So you're seeing...
As is saying he vetted this mission, by the way.
That means it's going to be a bad mission.
Wow.
You're seeing just a classic Depso. He just moves people out. Because Depso is a very proactive defender. Yep. He will move people into position.
Well, attacker too. With this
attacker,
one,
he likes movement, whereas he likes going like he can do A, B, or C. Pierce obviously likes A, and as long as A is an open field. Have they crashed their Vic, or they just stopped? Okay, they stopped.
No, they herringboned off. I'm trying to figure out what the plan is because they're going to still have a 1.5 kilometer walk. Meanwhile, the rest of the players going north, but looks like they're starting to go off-road.
That is Scandy being the lone squad being dropped off. So
right.
They are going to enter through. Oh, God,
I'm a little worried about this far of a dismount. Like, I get the caution, but I feel like they could have driven at least 500 meters in and then done the dismount. Granted, it would have been riskier, but you got to consider that your opponent has a massive AO to defend. and it is extremely unlikely that they're going to push their forces out of the massive AO to try to hunt you when they have such a low number count. I feel like that allows the attackers to go a little more aggressive in this, but again, we're going to just have a bit of a long march here, probably 10 to 15 minutes of downtime, so we'll just have to see how things go.
Oh, I love FNF. It really gives you just time to just reflect.
So we do see that a majority of the attacking player base has opted to stick together as one force. They're going to be going around on the northernmost side, and Scandy is going to be that puncturing team to go around a different flank. Now, I agreed with I agree with what Depso is doing. If you notice, he's going to stick his forces close to the northern side, and he's going to try to pierce the northern area because map-wise, you see that, you know, if he just minimizes the contact zone, if he attacks us directly from the west, there's a lot of fortifications that could potentially fire at him. So he wants to try to minimize that amount of distance he'll have to engage perpendicular to his assault. So by attacking from the north, he basically just has to go in like a tip of the spear style fashion. What he doesn't realize is the map is lying to him. There's a big chunk of forest here that is newer and younger trees that haven't really had a lot of time to develop. So Blue 4 has a lot of overwatch capability of this AO, but Blue 4 isn't even watching this side. They've got a lot of forces kind of out northwest to run picket. And you can see that they're hiding in the trees as well, and it's some of the Finnish players doing that who excel at shit like this. So,
well, I wonder why. I did just see, because he was running at base, Jewardson, oh, he's back now, he did crash out and they lost their marksman, but he's obviously going to get back in. He's probably going to be teleported to his squad. Someone made a joke in my chat saying Pierce the northern area, like Pierce the player.
Funny, yeah. I've got a good Pierce meme, though. I'm not sure if I showed it to you. I think I showed it to Kiri.
I think, yeah, no, I think it was in your memes chat.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Discord,
for those of you that don't know, we added in my Discord in the Arma channel a specific Arma meme channel to pretty much make memes for anything related to Arma that I cover. So it's been a lot of my ops and a lot of PvP stuff since we went live with it a few days ago, and it's been some of the funniest shit I've seen in a while. From a player accidentally killing one of the hostages they were trying to rescue with enhanced melee or improved melee system to Pierce deciding to charge yet another open field. Yeah. Because, you know, he's got a forest to his left, a trench line to his right, but he's got open field in front of him. Let's go. Anyway, we're hearing some gunshots. I think that's Blue for either ranging or shooting out a window. So it was over the airbase itself. Ooh, yawn.
Go in there, and I want the best SL Dream meme from any Liru stream you can remember, and I'll give you a whole $5.
That's bullshit. You never pay for anything.
I will this time because it's not to you.
Ah, okay. I see where that resentment's coming from.
Yeah, man. I think you most definitely haven't put my stream title. Can someone tell Liru what my stream title is?
SL Dream being a Tory? Wow, Dream. I didn't know that was your stream title. Jesus.
No, that's not my stream title.
You can rock whatever you want. I just wasn't expecting you to rock that. Also, Alpha crossing in the open right here. Blue 4 Charlie might spot them. I'm looking at Naps right now. He is definitely going to spot them. I just need to come into his line. I'm sorry. I'm yawning. I'm a little tired. I slept for 13 hours today and woke up to Bloodwing making me a quiche.
When he's not leading, they always just go across open fields.
I'm right, center.
It's just him. It's just his aura.
I think Naps just spotted up for Alpha crossing.
Pierce just being on a team just gives off, let's go through this open field right here.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, they're far enough away from the AO, and on the map, it looks like it's all grassland.
It's got all, yeah. Oh, GL goes out.
Stream title is FNF, but Liru gives me $1,000. Dream, shut up.
Thanks.
All right, GL's opened up on Alpha. Looks like they were a little short, though, and they weren't able to get a good multi-kill. You got other elements of Charlie engaging. That round goes long, but it hits a tree. Doesn't kill Lolo, though. It was a little long.
You know what's saving him? I genuinely think it's the rail.
Thank you, Sorrow.
Saving him at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
That's taking like
yeah,
huge
Razor, I
brunt
might be a
of it.
little late, though. I'll shoot you some messages.
But they're taking damage.
Right.
That's for damn sure.
But now you've got Blue 4 immediately pulling away. They're trying to get some early kills with that GL system, but unfortunately weren't able to pull it off. You got Charlie all forming up now for Blue 4. Not sure if they're going to now immediately go back to base because there is a second half of the force coming with a very wide sweep to the west. I think Op4 is just going for a strategy of 2 pincers to then try to breach into the airfield to overwhelm the objective. What I don't want to see is that southern pincer go all the way around to the destroy objective instead. I would want to see that go into the western side, either in the southern search area and start combing up north as the northern group then pushes south. Because that way, they're putting pressure in the same objective. What?
I think the likely thing they're about to do is, you are right, with 2 pincers, one's going to come from the north, one's going to come in from, obviously, the west, but I think, because I can already see them, Scandi are going south. I think either they're going to go.
Yeah, I really don't want to see that on the destroy objective, because at that point they're not supporting each other, and that is a common mistake we see in FNF, is units being put on various objectives with no room to support each other, even indirectly. Direct support is something like being able to develop enfilading fire on a target, where one group is engaging from the north, one group engaging from the west. If the enemy tries to take cover from the northern group, they're going to be flanked from the west and vice versa. Indirect support, not to be confused with something like artillery in that case, but would be, let's say you have an AO, the AO is being attacked from the north, and you have a limited amount of players, so you have to send those players to attack from the north. Then 400 meters to the south, another group comes in and starts hitting your southern side. But now all of your players, because you have a limited amount, are focused on the northern side, not the south, so you'll eventually end up in a situation where you will receive enfilading fire from the south because you have to hold off from the north. So when you have a smaller player count like this, it is important to know that things with larger player counts that give the enemy more units to defend the AO aren't as effective.
Someone go check if Marlon's streaming and just write everything Liru just said.
Let me reword what I just said in case because I think I just confused myself as well. But when you have a larger player count, objectives where you split your force and do bigger attacks that are more distant from each other, that infantry can't support each other, are less effective because the defenders have enough infantry to fully cover a sector. When you have smaller player counts like this, those attacks are more effective because the defenders have a limited amount of manpower to actually defend the AO with, and therefore, even if you're attacking the same objective, but they're far away and can't directly support each other, they are still indirectly supporting each other to the point where they will eventually be directly supporting each other as the groups get closer to together on the objectives.
I'm surprised you're still explaining
Right,
this. You have to explain like you're explaining to Arma 3 players. Like I
know, like you,
yeah.
but you know,
Yeah,
I pretend you have a brain.
You really called me out on that one there. I was more going to say you have to talk to them like they're toddlers.
Yeah, stream, I know. That's why your daddy keeps coming to your stream to support you.
He gave me a sub today.
Dude, that's great. I wish my dad would do that. Like, genuinely.
Someone's flying. Zixme was flying for a second there, but...
Well, yeah, Zixme knows how to fly. He's a bird.
What? Charlie are in a pretty good position here. They've managed to just stay in between both squads.
See, here's the issue, though. Because Op4 is doing 2 separate platoon attacks, the question is going to be, can the defenders of the AO hold off the other attacks to give Charlie time to wipe these squads one at a time with rear attacks? And sometimes we see that, and sometimes we don't. But more often than not, I think Blue 4 is in a little bit of a better position right now.
Yeah, no, look at this Red 4 force to the north. They've all turned around and started.
Oh, yeah.
Someone has spotted one of the Blue 4s.
And then you see the Op 4 force to the south is also starting to turn in that direction. Yep, so
they're actually friendly firing their own forces right now, Red 4, but they've got spirit.
Okay, guys, on the tree line, but some GLs went off. I saw 2 knockouts and 1 KIA.
Yeah, one Red 4 already gone down. Ukraine C is
yeah,
down.
Pogo and Waldo down immediately. Jen Salvi also down.
He can't catch a break. He fell out of a helicopter last week.
Finn and PJ are dead. Enfilading fire being delivered on Cats from both the west and the east. He's trying to pull away from that kill zone. Kermit the Frog, go!
Kermit? Kermit the Frog's about to get fucking blown up.
Oh, yeah, the grenade rolled right. I think the tree... Oh, no, the tree still saved him with that one. He's returning with his own grenades.
Which hit the tree.
Then you got Bravo 2 Op4 randomly engaging the tree line. It does show that units are certainly confused right now, and I think Nash just got blown up.
Red 4 have just been cleared, like from this northern area, like pretty well. I mean, Blue 4 took a healthy amount of casualties.
Right.
But
well, I mean, it's 3 KIA to 5, or yeah, 5 KIA at the moment. There's a 6 on con. Op4 did have a hefty 10% number advantage, though, so this is going to help offset that. But still, I don't think the game is by any means set at the moment.
Like you were saying, the importance of this pincer attack was both forces were like, you know, ready and able enough.
Yep.
And now I think if they don't play this right, they're both just going to be disjointed now.
I agree, but we got Delta now coming into the southern side of the westernmost area. They're covering that southern yellow zone, and they're going to quickly realize that there's nothing here, so they got to go to the other capture zone. Bravo 2, I think, is now trying to engage with Alpha 1. Alpha 1 trying to return with some GLs, but from here, that might give Op4 enough time to regroup their northern force and then do a proper pincer attack on both sides of this AO. So it
over one more. He's got a perfect line of fire on Alpha down here in their little bunkers.
Right. But we'll have to see where Alpha 1 and Bravo for Op4 kind of regroup, because Blue 4 with Charlie, they've only got 3 guys left that can rendezvous and then potentially attack from a different angle, but I think they did as much damage they could there.
So Delta has opened fire, so it seems like they are
right.
the route of the rest of Red 4 rather than
right.
going off.
So we just have to see how this southern Blue 4 group readjusts its line in order to actually adjust things properly. That GL went way far, completely overranged. I didn't hear an explosion, though, so that might have been... I don't know, actually.
I just had over here. Or an explosion land on the top of the school building anyway.
Yep. Blue 4 just lost another member of Charlie. It's just Zoni and Korvac going around, but they are keeping Alpha 1 pinned. And Bravo is now starting to maneuver to back up Bravo 2.
Korvac does have the marksman rifle SVD.
Right.
He might be about to get Zix me here. And he does.
Oh, yep, Korvac gets that drop on Zix. I'm going to be honest, the SVD is, I think, my least favorite marksman rifle.
Oh my god, thank you. You validated me. It's the worst fucking marksman rifle in the fucking mod. I hate it. I hate it and I hope it burns.
But, you know, like, when I see someone with a Scar L, or a Scar H, excuse me, or like a Mark 11, or even a Mark 14, I'm like, all right, they got it, because they've got a good sight with it. But the SVD with its sight, 10 rounds, and the sight just kind of sucks. So you can't really trust someone to really work with it. So.
Greatest marksman rifle ever.
All right, so Blue 4, excuse me, Op 4 just used a breaching charge, I think by Oddball, to breach the wall and push in. They also dropped a few guys. We got Vagrant, who was on con. He woke back up, another dead member. Wheaton also got knocked out. There was a UGL that fired into there. So Op 4 is starting to breach on the northern side. Another Blue 4 member on the north died. Korvac up on 2 kills, though. He's the last surviving Charlie member.
Bates is not in a good position because they're being attacked by the north right now, and Charlie have all the cover in the world.
Delta have lost Yanni Finn off the rooftop. I was wondering when a marksman was going to pick him off, but Blue 4 still have to worry about those 4 Op 4 Marauders to the south, but if they can be cleaned up quick enough, that's going to basically allow Blue 4 reprieve to then focus on Bravo when they try to push in. And that's what I was worried about with this wide attack and with the center of Op 4's line getting stalled. You would end up seeing a disjointed attack by Op 4, which gave Blue 4 the time to deal with these smaller picket attacks from the direct north and south, completely clean them up, and then reform their defensive lines in time to fight the main bulk of the enemy force, which, I mean, you still have Charlie harassing Alpha to the north. It's also pinning Company HQ down, and Bravo just doesn't want to move. They're kind of on the Overwatch fallacy at the moment. So I think they're waiting for Delta to potentially push Blue 4 off of this defensive line so they can push in instead, but I'm not sure it's going to work out for them because Delta is really being forced to cross open areas here and making slow gains. But we could still see, I mean, there is a reason why I always like to cover Scandi because they are some of the best players here, but I don't know, fighting these many...
Except that Marlon guy, he's bad.
Funny. But, you know, with Blue 4 kind of stretched out like this and really separated, they're going to be fighting more one-to-one on Scandi, which honestly isn't anyone's strong suit. groups like Scania and Papega really excel when they get to fight like a group of players on one fortification to get easy multi-kills because they get behind them and start dropping everyone. But when their enemy is so spaced out like this, it makes it a lot tougher for groups that are really good at getting those multi-kills to amass those multi-kills, because that just adds more people to potentially catch them out while they're maneuvering and take them out before they can get into that golden spot. Sam has decided on this position over here. Not a bad spot because you can hear them coming from that area, but definitely kind of out and about.
Yeah, but he's probably he's not using himself as the be-all and end-all. I think he knows that he's not the most important. I think it seems they're going for sector and they don't really care about the destroy.
Jesus, Everick.
Because they've all pushed themselves into this one sector building.
Look at Korvac, though. He's gotten 2 more kills, and he has Alpha Op4 down to 2 people. But
I don't care. The SVD is still the worst.
Oh, no, I agree with you, but that just shows the level of harassment that one player can do, and that's caused an entire squad of Op4 to get wiped, and now are just busy hunting him, and they're not committing to the main fight, which is further thinning out Op4's line. Now we see Bravo starting to push on the main line here. Delta, though, has gone to a corner, and they're only pulling a few heads to look in their direction. So Delta right now would need to push to assist the Bravo line here, even at the risk of taking casualties. But it is leaning to Blue 4 right now. But if Blue 4 can get a breakthrough on one of these areas, it's going to quickly shift. Or excuse me, Op 4 can get a breakthrough on Blue 4 through one of these areas. Then we'll see the shift.
It wouldn't go as slow as I thought it would. I thought it was going to go slower than this, but... Oh,
once stuff like this picks up, then it gets it. But, all right, Depso gets a kill. Gets a double kill.
Pretty good by the company command there. So, Korvac did... I mean...
Look at this little slit he's got here.
From the market, it's probably the best idea.
Yep.
He's made a bunch of space in between him, but now he's kind of broken himself off.
Yep.
And this isn't... So, no, I think I can kind of accurately... I've done this before, and a lot of the time it can work against you, because you put so much distance in between yourself and other players that when you eventually start making your way back in, you're making your way back into an active, like, war zone, which means it's not going to be like you're coming up behind them like he was in the tree line. You're going to be coming up behind people, checking corners.
Right.
And looking around them and getting a 360.
And you already see that Alpha, the remainder, is now quickly moving in to rejoin, so Korvac and Charlie's kind of lost up there. We saw a great GL land on G-Legs on that side. Wow, good follow-up, too. That's making Major Khan pull away, because Major Khan was able to get a marksman drop on him. But that's going to allow for Delta to keep moving, because Delta was pinned right there because of that marksman fire. I think the only way for Op4 to have breached was the northern side, but then Depso managed to score 2 kills. And now we're seeing more Op4 trying to charge into the breach with Alpha 1 rejoining. And I think...
Oh, Ukrainian C gets taken out while running across.
We have a satchel thrown into this defensive line, and that gets the kill on the guy in the building.
Here comes Lolo, lays down.
Yep. Both sides took multiple hits like that.
I've seen Ukrainian C go down about 3 or 4 times now.
Yes, I know, dwarves.
I'm so sorry, Ukraine.
You literally just caster cursed him. Congrats. Congrats.
He ain't dead.
We'll check on Ukrainian later, but Op4 really spaced out right now. Blue 4 are reconciling their defensive lines. I still think there's a decent chance for Blue 4. Yeah, he is dead. Good job. Good job, Dream.
Fair enough.
Op4 definitely getting a little better here. You got some Blue 4 on the actual sector and then some to the south. At this point, we need to see if Blue 4 can get a few more free kills on attrition as Op4 move in the open to get to him. And we see that with Nolik, who just got killed off. Pupper, he's got an invisible guy next to him. Don't know what his name will be. More GLs going out on that side, though. Delta's remaining 3 trying to flank around further. Might catch Major Khan in his position, though.
They might not check this, and if they don't check this, then Major Khan's just going to have an easy shot on at least one of them. But it seems...
I think Scandi is definitely going to check this, knowing how Scandi operates. Major Khan immediately hears those footsteps.
No.
Oh my god, Nemesis. Nemesis.
Told you.
Wow.
Doesn't matter how good you are, you always got to... sometimes you just won't check.
That was funny.
But here comes Dobsy. Dobsy wants revenge.
Does he?
Now, Major Khan is doing what I like to call gaming, and that's also called sound whoring, where you turn your sound
Or
up
he's
all the
listening,
way.
yeah, for the footsteps to know if he's getting pushed. A common PvP strat.
Sound whoring is what I like to do when I'm a marksman, is I turn my effects
You call
all
it
the way
sound
up.
whoring?
I turn my effects all the way up.
Okay.
So you'll hear footsteps, like, when they, like, you know, in the slightest, you can just hear tonal changes, and you just know which way they're coming from. I call it sound whoring.
Well, you'll know the difference between the footsteps on the dirt versus the footsteps on rubble or the wall, and he hears that immediately.
Yeah, he's so sound whoring. He probably isn't. He probably just has good ears, but...
The terminology is legit called sound whoring. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The gaming community at its finest, I see.
Dobsy's about to find Nemesis' corpse. Oh, if Kong goes up...
Nice.
Shot. I mean, that guy just isn't
That was
good
a
at the
little
game.
silly to go on the rooftop there, but I just saw a dude get freaking RPG'd.
So epic.
Ouch. Fun fact, how to tell if a body has recently been killed off, you just see that it's still twitching, because after 10 seconds it'll stop twitching. But Arma just gives it ragdoll animations and effects for like 10 or 15 seconds, so that's how you can tell if someone recently got killed off. The body will be fresh.
I'm afraid how you know that.
Alright, so Blue 4, they're down to one more group that they're just trying to... Oh my gosh, rendezvous in the center here. It looks like they're pushing the objective. You got Korvac now coming back in on 4 kills. Op 4, though, numbers-wise, only outnumber Blue 4 by a handful, maybe 2 or 3. So if Blue 4 is able to regroup and still get in that attrition, we could still see this game change.
Korvac firing at Company HQ, and this is another thing from marksmen, is especially if you're in this position, don't take shots that aren't going to result in a definite kill. Because as soon as you fire that first shot, and if it's not a kill, they're
going to turn on you.
You give someone to go.
Huel just...
Yeah. Oh, my
that
God.
was a funny one. Huel was trying to cook a grenade. Lolo ran up and mag dump him as Huel threw it and managed to get him after he got killed off with the grenade. That was funny. That was a good one.
The thing is with being a marksman in this situation is it is such a like scary. You have to make a decision. It's either you go slow, you be quiet, and you take your time, which can end up in you just being left behind and everyone running ahead of you. And Korvac has been spotted now.
Yep. Sector 1 is being taken. Curie's covering the building around Sam.
Or you play as aggressive as you possibly can and moving quickly, which in this scenario, I would probably play aggressively. And sorry if I'm talking about marksman so much, it's literally the only thing I know about.
Korvac trying to find an angle. The trees are in the way, though. Not sure he'll be able to spot his prey there unless he goes to the left side of the building. That's incredibly risky. He could hide behind the smoke, though.
He could.
I think Curie just got picked off.
Yeah, he did.
We're down to 5 Blue 4. Op 4 have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oof.
Who had the number advantage? Was it Blue?
Op 4 had 10%. I'm not counting twins all the way on the western side, though, but this is going to be a tough fight for Blue 4 to crawl out of this hole. Sam, I definitely think, could get a few kills, but outlasting that entire amount, I think, is completely unlikely. Sector's about to be taken. We'll see if anyone in Op 4 wises up and rushes the destroy objectives to check.
So, I know someone just asked a good question. Are the marksmen not allowed to pick up other weapons? Yes, you can. Yeah. And it's something I always advise as soon as you kill your first enemy, if they're not surrounded. Yeah. Pick up an enemy weapon and stick it in your backpack. Because then when you do get to this point where you're going CQC and you use an enemy weapon...
To confuse audio ID for weaponry, yep.
They're never...
Because that's a friendly sounding gun. It won't shoot me in the back of the head. Doink.
And then you get doink. And then you always have that option of swapping back to a marksman if you need to shoot someone from afar.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're just waiting around to see. Colonel Cookie's blindly suppressing. Kabubi comes out, though, as Colonel Cookie tries to go to the building and gets taken out. And Blue 4 are down to 3? I guess Alexander in the sector got found and taken out possibly by Snajapur here, who is on 3 kills with that RPK. And the other guy got killed off, so now it's just up to Korvac and Sam. Sam will eventually be found over these next 5 minutes. I'm going to be honest, I would just say end the scenario after that. Actually, no, it is going to end because yeah, I suspect Korvac is going to be killed off too. You got to remember, in FNF, if you kill your entire opponent's squad, even if it's the last minute and there's still an objective in the distance, you automatically win by default. Yeah.
Korvac did the saddest thing that can happen as a marksman, where you like get behind them, you've done, you've got a couple kills, and you're like, oh, right, I can definitely go for more. And then when you finally get into the action, the game fucking ends.
Yeah. Sevi, we gotta wait. All right, we gotta wait. We can't. God, good thing I did, because Korvac would be dead if I waited. Holy shit.
Oh, you didn't wait. Why were you, what did Sevi say? What's he complaining about now?
He was going to ask me to channel his Adrihado, and I said that would have been a bad idea.
Well, you have one person left, Liru.
Well,
so I think it's
anyway. Well, I feel like that would be unfair to call the objective itself to channel his inner, you know what, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's still 13 op 4 on the map.
The game for Blue 4.
No.
I guess it might not work with me. But
holy shit, Jerry! Oddball, shoot him! Oddball, shoot him!
Jerry?
Before the ghost! Oh god. Jerry has opted to hunt people forever.
Oh dear.
Oh god, the funny thing is, if he was hiding in the UH-60, he might have been spotted right here.
Oh, they are actually searching it.
Which is funny as hell to me.
No, the only reason they're searching it is because... Actually, no, they're not. They're not... I guess Oddball's kind of searching it, but... The only reason I think they're actually searching it is because there's Lurch, and Lurch is just a smart player.
They might not have spotted him then at this angle. Oh, no, Oddball would have.
No, Seb, I don't think it works if I say it, but, I'll say it just so Sam has it.
Yeah, he can't be spotted from outside. All right, this is at least going to last another 5 to 10 minutes of hide and seek.
Or it could go the whole 20.
I really do not want to be sitting in this chair talking about whatever the heck for 20 minutes. Oh, it's snowing again. Excellent. Anticlimactic? Jean Salvi, don't talk about Dream sex life like that. Come on. Have some respect. Alright, well, Op 4, they're checking the southern side. They went through the sector. They checked the northern side. They checked that giant Hainer Bay. I assume they're just Xing out every building that they check, so hopefully they'll eventually get to that final building. Maybe.
They've passed the building.
No, come on. Come on, they'll come back. I am half tempted to go take a quick shower and come back and either find that it's like...
Still going.
Oh, man.
Do it, come on. I'll entertain chats. I'm entertaining.
Yeah, I don't trust you with that. I'm sorry, broski.
What? They don't trust, they wouldn't do anything. They hate me.
Oh, yeah, it'd be funny if an engineer with explosives just started going up to buildings and satcheling them for ease of access. That's what I would do to the barracks buildings. I would prioritize those little murder pits first. And then anything with fortifications. Okay, I think these two Delta members will eventually find him. Dobbs and Malin. Twins has also finally made it back into the AO. Which means the Op 4 count to 14. Ooh. Just take the mic in with you.
Yes, yes, I
No,
agree
people
with
have
this.
already agreed that they watch me while they shower, so I don't want to.
I've listened to you while I've showered.
That I know people will listen. That's fine, but like actually watch
No,
me.
I have
Someone
not
actually
watched
showed
you
me
while
their
I've showered.
shower setup of how they watch me while they shower, and I'm like, all right, that's
I ain't putting you in like
that's
one of
pretty
those little,
funny.
I ain't putting you in one of those like little plastic things and sticking you on my wall. I
I
ain't doing that.
what?
Yeah, you can get those
You
little
mean
like
okay? Don't say it like that. Say it like you're watching me from a device. Don't think you're gonna stick me in a plastic thing and put me on your wall.
You're going down the road round. We were talking
Oh
about
my
showers.
God.
It's still going to be on showers. You know,
Don't put
the
me
little
in your
plastic...
shower in a What are you, like freaking Jeffrey Dahmer? Like, damn,
What?
Dream,
No, you
Jesus.
put your phone in the plastic casing thing and stick it to the wall. BRB
Everick
putting
is
Liru in
saying,
a Ziploc bag. Oh, well, you're fucked.
Dream is Tory. He will be found
Okay.
in a wardrobe tie and his neck orange in mouth. Any latrine tape.
Fuck. Jesus
Aniline
Christ.
nitrate, that's what it is. All right.
We're going to be kidnapped.
Well, you're the one saying... Ah, never mind. All right, here we go. The last building.
Aw, sad.
The really funny thing is if Sam gets these 2 kills... Oh, God, no, they're bypassing.
No, Marlon's... Okay.
Ping.
If Sam does get these 2 kills and then runs and leaves, he genuinely...
That would be funny if he then repositions.
Oh, he got fucking annihilated.
We had to caster curse him.
We did.
Oh, dear. Well, that's GG. Yeah, it's like, I think he's dead, guys. I think we won. I think it's over.
Honestly, I can see Dobbsy still shooting him just because he's scared the shit out of him.
And they were just about to RPG the destroy objective, too. Good God. Is Dream playing today? I don't know. Dream, are you playing today?
Mean. Why are you asking, random chatter? Why are you asking? Why are you asking, random chatter? Is it because you don't want me here?
He's asking about if you're playing DayZ tonight.
Oh, DayZ. Oh, I feel so bad now.
Wow. Wow, Dream.
I'm just, excuse me, I am just like normalized to your chat. If they ever interact with me, it's just mean. Oh, was it Sev who said that?
No.
It wasn't Sev.
Ah, man. Ooh, it's blizzarding outside, which sucks because I'm going to go crash an Arma meetup that's at a restaurant like 5 minutes from my house that I caught wind of.
Can I come?
You're not here.
How do you know? Have you checked your walls recently?
I hope you're not in the walls. There's like dead hookers in there. It would be smelly.
Who do you think I've been talking to this entire time?
Dream, are you okay?
No.
I see.
The worst part is they talk back, and that's the strange part.
Oh God, I don't want to think about that. Someone in my chat just said something. But anyway, I will BRB 1 second. Hold on. It's blizzarding like a snow globe outside. I want to show love. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
You muted yourself. I was trying to have a nice conversation with your chat about how their week has been. And then I clicked on TeamSpeak, so I've muted. I've just been talking to my fucking self this entire time.
Well, I had to check the walls to make sure you weren't in there.
Oh, no, I scurried away like a little rat when I heard you coming.
Again, you wouldn't have had the room.
No. Hey, look, you don't live in there for so long if you don't know the routes, all right?
Oh, my God.
I know the routes.
All right. He's lost a lot of weight, actually. All right.
I shoot out little holes like a rat would do.
Oh, I thought that was the cat.
Oh no, that's just my friend. Just found him.
Who's your friend?
Yeah. Also, I just saw, because I just hopped into your chat, Ghost Wolf won 53,000 points off me because I said to vote
I saw
for
that. Yep, yeah. But you know, you're not always right.
I am always right.
Except when you're wrong.
Name me. No, that is not me being wrong. That is in fact, and I can tell you for a fact that is actually just that's just big pharma. Big Pharma, they have it out for me. I'm not wrong. I'm just gleefully misinformed.
To be tier 88.
Yeah. I don't like it when you get quiet. Makes me feel like you're judging me.
What? Dude, I'm literally just changing my mission command.
You go quiet though. It's like...
Yeah, because my hands aren't on the push to talk; they're on my keyboard. You freaking
you go
degenerate.
Voice acty.
No, I don't. I did.
You...
Well, I mean, degenerate's nicer than Tori.
It is actually. I prefer that. I prefer that one.
I'm glad we can agree.
Yeah. Okay. I prefer that one.
Oh man.
Marlon just came into my chat and said gay.
Here, I'll be right back again for like 5 seconds. I'm gonna shake up a must and.
I thought you were gonna come put gay in my chat. Give me like 5 seconds. I've got to just go for a gay. What allegations? And yeah, get auto-modded, dwarf. King of Dwarves, trying to say that in my chat. Get auto-modded. I'm definitely sure Sparky won't let that through. Dwarves, you can't be in Liru's walls and mine, because I'm in Liru's walls. Actually, maybe you can then, because I'm in Liru's walls, which then means you are probably in my walls, which I guess also count as Liru's walls. How much are you paying me? I'm not paying you anything, Sparky. Your payment is to be a mod of the Great SL Dream channel. Okay, and you let it free. Right, fair enough. You underestimating the power of a dwarf? Yes, because like if you speak about dwarfs doing anything, you kind of have to halve it. That's a terrible joke to make. I apologize. Wait, we can't both be in the same time. Darn, Tori is trying to tell me what to do. Thank you, Goo, for calling me a Tori and then following. Thank you very much.
What is he on about?
The people in your chat are coming over and calling me a Tory.
I can't stop him from speaking the truth, buddy.
It's not the truth. Do you know Marlon kept calling me fucking Tory when we hung out? It's the word.
And?
Not a Tory. Literally not. Like, I can't be a Tory.
Are you Tor curious?
No, I'm not so
I
curious.
have not heard you laugh that hard in a hot second, Mr. Torcurious. Damn.
That caught me off guard. Damn, Liru, you could be funny sometimes.
Thank you.
I didn't know this guy could be funny. Talk curious, that's good. Talk curious. But no, I'm not talk curious. I'm not a Tory. I'm not anything. I'm apolitical.
Right.
Darn Tories, and I ain't British. I'm Mexican. I didn't call you British.
What?
I don't know. Some guy thinks I called him British.
Well, it's not British. It's British.
British.
See, this is how we know you're not British, because you don't say it right. It's British. Stupid Tory.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, the T is not silent. So every now and then.
You're right. God, I'm so sorry. No, I got you. I got you. You're an Ori, British.
God, you're funny tonight. What happened?
What happened?
Normally, I'm the one who has to be funny.
All right. Yeah, of course. Liru did just shake his funny juice, so it all adds up. Well, my issue is the must started separating a bit because I think the gravity's a bit too high. So for the latest mead batch, but I also don't mind that because I can just mix it up at the end, and it's still gonna preserve a good chunk of its honey for the sweetness. And my people want it very, very sweet, so it's all good by me.
Stop going. Stop. They're now doing the water bottle thing. They just keep going water bottle. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to say it. Is Pierce's command on this one?
It is just a standard mead of.
And then once they destroy those objectives,
actually no, it's literally a standard mead, and then in 2 months I'm gonna add like half a gallon of pomegranate juice for a pomegranate mead. I thought about adding seeds too, but you apparently have to remove those only after like a week because otherwise the finish is too bitter. Though Costco right now is having a sale where you can buy half a gallon of pomegranate juice for like $7. So I'm really debating making like a 5-gallon batch of pomegranate cider for only like 65, 70 bucks. Really debating that one. But yeah, with this one, like there's too much honey, so it's formed like a layer on the bottom of just pure honey because even though I mixed it properly, it just, you know, sometimes as the thing cools down, some of the honey reforms, which again, is fine. It's just going to preserve more of the sweetness, and the people that are going to drink this definitely prefer it sweet.
Pierce plan?
Yes, through the open.
Through the open, destroy the first objectives, and then go back out through the open. And
but
go
there's
all the way
no
around.
Pierce play today. Anyway, let me do the objectives here. So it is 5 ammo caches for Blue 4 to defend. To attack, Op 4 to defend. Briefing for this one. Mission details are a little over a kilometer in render distance of 1,050 meters. Fortify points are only 100. Fortify color is green for green fortifications, sandbags, Hesco berries, yada yada. And then 50 minutes for the operation notes. Majority of the fences and barbed wire surrounding the airfield have been removed because I guess in the last mission that involved this map, people had issues climbing them to get into that final area, even though that wasn't the problem. The problem was the tactics that the attackers chose. But otherwise, U.S. forces are going to be Marine Desert Camouflage kits with I-27s and M16A4s from the looks of it. We got Mark 11s for the marksman rifle, 249s, 240 Golfs, and the MP7. 2 transport Humvees, 2 M2 Humvees, 3 additional transport Humvees, 2 LAV-25s with autocannons with 140 AP rounds across 2 70-round belts, and then 3 transport trucks. Op 4 loadouts are going to be your desert Russian camouflage kits, so basically same EMR camo but with desert uniforms. AK-74s, SVDs, RPKs, GP-25s are there. UGL system, and then PP2000s for the crew. 2 gas cars, 2 gas trucks, 2 BTR-80 Alphas with 150 rounds of AP across 1 belt, 3 UAZ Dishkas, and 1 open UAZ. Looking at the player count here, Tomar is going to be commanding the Blue 4 attackers with Omri as the 2IC. He gets a GL-capable weapon there. Tom's going to be the platoon medic, Lurch leading Alpha with Jack, Revealy, Duidson, Oddball, Jen Salvi, Watts, and Twins. Alpha 2 has Colonel Cookie, Zixme, PJ, and Waldo together. Zoni leading Bravo with Korvac as the marksman, Grav with the medic kit. Otherwise, Fawn's leading Delta with 4 machine gunners as Salt, Nolik, Soel, and Rose. Kabubi Face also joining them as a medic. Echo, the medium anti-tank weapon, is being led by Katz with Nafs taking the weapon. Flying Vin and Cindy taking the assistant roles. The Matt weapon is going to be a Moz, and I assume it's going to be 2 rounds per, so that's 6 rounds for the entire team. 2 rounds with Nafs, 2 rounds with Finn, 2 rounds with Cindy. 1 vehicle crew is Pearson Schnadrapair with an LAV-25 and Bates and Iqbal with the other LAV-25. Vagrant going to be commanding Op 4, Banks leading Alpha with Tackleberry as the marksman, Swola as the only person in Alpha 1, and then Hirana, Wheaton, and Ash in Alpha 2, so I'd assume they're going to merge everyone together just to form a Alpha squad, or I guess an Alpha-sized fire team. NASA leading Bravo with Pogo as the medic, Kermit, Cuboid, and, oh, nope. So I think we're going to start seeing some of Bravo merge together. Nope, wait, hold on. Let me rephrase. Someone just joined in, but it was just as the marksman role. So NASA leading Bravo, Pogo as the medic, Lolo as the marksman, Kermit, Cuboid, Albania, and Depso being in Bravo 1. Bravo 2 has Nemesis leading Malin, Kiri, Huel, and Seismo. Echo, the Matt team, is going to be Cullis with Yanni Finn with an RPG-32 and 1 assistant, which is Dobbs. So it's going to be 4 rounds of AT, 2 between Dobbs, 2 between Finn. Alexander, Lolo, and Sam being a 3-man BTR-80 Alpha crew. Second BTR 80 Alpha here is going to be Mac Marine, Charlotte, and G-Legs. Right off the bat, 3 people in the crews compared to 2 for Blue 4, and then Blue 4 already having a number advantage is going to definitely give Blue 4 a bigger number advantage here. I love how SL Dream drew a penis in the AO in the beginning,
and I can't delete
and now we can't delete it because we're past the map screen. So thank you for your wonderful plan here.
I don't know what penises you've seen before, but if yours looks like that, please go to the doctors. Please.
Yeah, Albania. Anyway, Dream. Our 5 destroy objectives appear to be broken around between... I don't think there's an actual search area for this AO. I think they're all just directly marked so Blue 4 knows exactly where to attack. But I could be wrong about that, because I'd imagine searching that entire AO is going to be tedious as hell. So we're probably going to see Blue 4 just go up the MSR, dismount early on, probably past the town of Zawaya, and then just moving on foot through the forested areas, and then begin assaulting the town, and then move on to the airfield. I see this as just a direct slam dunk, but I could be wrong. Dream, what are your thoughts?
Okay, well, if you follow my glorious plan, you win, but obviously they're probably not going to do that.
Oh, right, yeah, going through the open fields.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you probably are correct. They probably will just go up to Zawiya, but I don't, because this is such a terrible, like, attack, if I'm honest. It's so, I would hate to attack this. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to go southeast and then move into, like, just below, like, south of the airfield into that greenery area, or just, like, further down it and then go in that way, because that might be just a good, like, way of, like, back capping rather than coming in straight through Zawiya and then maybe doing a closing attack, cut them both off. But if I'm honest, I think Blue 4 are going to win, but they're not going to have fun with it. But I would hate to attack this. Just looking at this makes me want to cry.
I think the only danger zone is going to be the between infill area between the 2 destroy objectives and the 3 destroy objectives on the airfield itself. I think with the LAV-25s doing proper support, it can be alleviated, but you really have to hunt down the enemy MAT team and also focus on trying to push things yourself. But again, just a lot of open area. They're probably going to have to utilize their transport vehicles to push through. Do we ever really see that in FNF? No, so it's just going to turn into a massive kill zone. And the BTR-80 Alphas, if positioned properly, can definitely get a lot of kill ops with that. There is the highway, this main route right here with an aqueduct in the middle for the player base to get right on top of the first objective. But, you know, there's a few side roads to also go up on, but Not really much. I feel like Op4 with their limited number count, they could just hold the airfield, maybe have a scout group in the town itself just to harass any infantry that come in or try to rush in, but this AO compared to the previous AO is a lot easier because there's much more open areas to hold, and you can just hold them from a few key positions.
This mission was built
Highway
for more players.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't understand why. Look, FNF has had like less players, but I just think that's because it's the time of the year. It's January, everyone's busy. You might see an an upkeep come the more warmer months, with people on with their families. But this Red 4 smartest decision here is to forget about destroy 1 and 2, and then just control 5, 3, and 4, and just use your VIX and just your player base to just control what you said, the area in between. Because look, Blue 4, if they go destroy 1 and 2 first, and then move through this like open field bit, they have so much space that they have to attack.
I don't like this number. It's getting too high.
I think
6.5
it's just going to end in a slaughter. So they have to end with. So if they destroy it, they have to go north, and then you can again. There's just no space.
Thanks
for everything, you can use that for your vehicles. If they go south, they have a little bit more. But if you, I know they're putting a small team on them at the moment, but I can't. If this was a bigger mission, I'd see having another team, like a bigger team on destroy 1 and 2, and more spaced out. But because is it 30 players?
I think they're just driving around these objectives to see if there's anything attainable and defending it. And I'm going to be honest, I don't see it. Maybe like one team in there just to potentially plink at stuff, but the risk is they get enveloped early on. But I think just holding the airfield is going to be better for the Op4 player base overall.
Especially with those 2 BTRs.
Yeah. But Mod, again, thank you for everything you've done for moderating this channel. Thanks for keeping that
on the very
subscription so high. Hope you keep enjoying everything, man.
How far is
Seriously, it's a lot. Appreciate it.
It's one click and 50 meters. You could just stick your BTRs behind these hangars on the eastern side.
Yeah.
Because I guess they can't really see most of the destroy objectives, but you'll be able to. But they have enough range to plink off people coming through the trees. And they have enough range to see if anyone's coming from the south or the north. But I'd send one up north just in case. I don't know, who made this mission?
Well, we got 6 minutes till safe start ends. We'll see where Op4 set up their lines here, but I think for Blue 4, this is just a slam dunk of get in, get the first 2 objectives done, and then push on to the airfield. Or they'll do some sort of wide flank around and try to hit the airfield first from a flank, but again, there's no easy way into this objective, so we'll just have to see how things go. And I see where they remove some of the barbed wire in the AO, for example, but they haven't removed all of it, and there's still big chunks of it that are down in the field that can still cause an issue, especially if a vehicle hits it. Fun fact, if your vehicle touches barbed wire, all of the wheels break automatically because this game is awesome. And this is round 2, Renrep.
So I am actually seeing Red 4 actually pushing more people onto. So maybe they will hold the first objective with like a yeah, look, they're pushing their BTR.
I think they're just going to do it as an attrition fight and then immediately pull forces back.
Yeah, but they're sending both their BTRs over there, so I'm wondering, are they going to try catch Blue 4 out on...
We could see a counter rush play of just driving a BTR-80 Alpha down the highway. I think that's a smart call. And then if you don't run into anything, just loop it around and then keep the other one for defense. There is a major lack of using the autocannon assets effectively in things like that. But I mean, with this AO, you could literally just watch the forces come down and then take your shots if needed. Now, is Blue 4 going to lead a convoy with an LAV-25? That's the real question. I don't think we're going to see that. But what's scaring me is we're 4 minutes out and Blue 4 are still forming up a plan. Even though, to me, this is a pretty simple, just pick a route and then go for it. Pick a route, put a dismount point, do it. Then set it up for the second one, and then you're good. But again, with 2 disjointed AOs like these, it's a little tough to set up 2 plans because things are going to dynamically change. But yeah, no, we have that BTR-80 Alpha setting up on the MSR. I hope it charges in. They're going to put a Dishka car behind it. No, it just looped around and is driving back. Damn, I was hoping for that full charge.
They're definitely going to hold the road, but there's so many ways to go. I'm looking at Cindy and Mouse. They seem they're going to go south, but I just want like a huge squad to just follow this road, come within the range, and both BTRs just fire down the road.
We'll see.
Dwarves is speaking in limericks in my chat. It's very scary. That's to say, he's probably speaking a language I just don't understand. Oh, they're actually both BTR 80s. I didn't realize that.
80 alphas.
80 alpha. Oh, 80.
So they have the auto cannon.
Oh, shit.
To counter the LV-25, it's 150 AP rounds for the 80 alphas and 120 across two 70-round boxes for the LAV-25s.
Yeah, I call everything a tank, so who wins this fight?
Well, so the important thing to note about the 80 alpha is it's very, very easy to disable it. The LAV is a little tankier, but will still, if it takes sustained fire, will get disabled, but not as quick as the 80 alpha. 80 alpha will take like 350 cal bolts and get disabled.
I think there's two things you kind of have to go for here if you are. One is you have to, like, if you're ever in this position, and this is just to like newer players, the idea that you might think is that you want to go for the engine to see if you can blow it up.
Right.
But in terms of this, always go for the gun, like at the point that connects the gun and the main chassis of the vehicle.
Wait a minute. They're going to cross the 80 alpha on the other side of the aqueduct. They're going to go all in on the highway plan. The first one that's going down the MSR, if it takes fire, it's probably going to set up a blocking position. And then the other one's going to be able to look over. Let me check the distance. Yeah, so the 80 Alpha's turret can look over the aqueducts and still engage. They could potentially overwhelm an entire Blue 4 convoy that comes in. Oh, you have no idea how smart this is. And I think they'll have the distance before the MSR turns right.
Explain this as if you're explaining it to me.
Okay, look on the map.
I'm on the map.
You see the 280 Alphas, right?
Yeah.
So look at the northern one and look at where it's crossing. And now look at its left turn and then look down west until you see those two roads merge just as they're on the aqueduct.
Oh my fucking god. This
yeah.
Gonna be epic.
This is hopefully going to be one of the cooler things we've ever seen in FNF.
Nothing's going to happen. And it's just going to be sad.
And we see Blue 4 is completely reforming their convoy to not go down the MSR. Oh, this is such bullshit.
Someone screams, stream snipe. Ban everyone in the chat
ban everyone.
right now.
Great. Awesome. All right, Dream, ban everyone in your chat. Let's go.
I have like 4 people, so...
I knew it.
Really
so there's a 1 in 25 chance we get the right one. Okay, it's your dad, isn't it?
It's my dad. He's fucking... He's in Omri's ear. No, Toma's ear. I've never seen Toma lead before. Guys, remember how I said Blue 4 were going to win? Yeah.
Yeah, about that. I think you're going to get your wish, though. It looks like they're going to charge the open fields.
I'm so glad. This is maybe they've seen my line. And maybe they just
Command's like, yeah, that's a good line. Let's do that. All right, rounds begun.
Actually, look at Dobsy and Cullis. What team are they in? They are
80 Alpha's charging, Echo charging the other side as the Matt team.
Echo? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Echo might actually just straight up cut them off. They're going to come off. Oh yeah, now Red Bull's stream sniping my plan. Oh no, they're everywhere.
So the 80 Alpha on front is now waiting for the other 80 Alpha to come with. And then you've got Echo going to hold a building and watch the open field for any vehicles that come around. It's smart, but it doesn't hold the extreme. Oh, the other 80 Alpha is now braking to go north instead, so they're just trying to maximize all the routes Blue 4 could take.
Golf 2 is heading straight towards Matt team.
Exactly, Mzakov. How you doing, broski? Always a pleasure to see you. We might actually have an LAV push right into the Echo team. They're very close, and they can hear them. You can hear the engine noise at the Echo team's location. They have the RPG out there waiting.
The real question is, are they going to push through these trees to see if they can get a shot on them? I would expect them to do that, considering they are Scandi Recon, but...
Wait, why is Blue 4 now pulling in outside of the town of Zawai? Oh, God, this is going to be a long one.
Toma, new commander. There's nothing against Toma, by the way. It just seems like new commanders are like, okay, let me dismount like two.
They
and a
play
half
it
clicks
very
away.
overly cautious. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Echo is that?
Oh, the other Echo team's on point. They're not going to see shit through this tree line, though.
They are a map. I thought they were. I didn't think they were a map team. Yeah, they're not. But I think Alexander's bit off way too much here. And
Well,
he's
Nafs
not
has the
being
mat
supported.
weapon.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Is the Golf 1 have come way too far without any support. I know what they're trying to do.
Shots going out on Cullis. Takes him out.
Oof. The gunner.
Good eyes on the gunner there. That was Iqbal. Well, also the driver is in the commander seat turned out, and they're actively looking around, so that's a good play.
Oh.
He woke up and he quickly folds back in before he's double tapped. Good call.
They went to drive away, and I'm sure Cullis just started screaming at them. Don't fucking leave me.
Oh yeah, they got in the car. I think they're gonna get Nafs out. The gunner is not watching their rear. They could sneak in an AT shot. The Vic is definitely booking it back. Yeah, I think the opportunity to take the shot is left because that vehicle is now at least 700 meters away.
Oh, I don't think popping the smoke was a good idea there. I think if they push through and they see that smoke,
it was just a precaution.
I know, but I think that was. I definitely think who's driving. No, it's Yanni. Yeah, Yanni did that to look cool. Oh no, Yanni's. Oh no, who gets the smoke in that? Is it driver or?
It should be driver.
Yeah. Okay, Dobbsy wanted to look cool.
I see. Probably gonna have some coffee in between rounds 2 and 3 because this one it's just gonna be a slow one. Blue 4 dismounted very far off. It's gonna take him another like 10 to 15 minutes to like push in.
You know, like isn't it like 3 p.m. there?
Yeah. It's 4:30.
$4:30 and you need coffee. You
Yeah.
stay till 4 in the morning again.
No, I had 13 hours of sleep, which is way too much.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I get like 2.
Bravo's coming around the southern side. They still have an M2 Humvee to work with, but between the both these groups, it's going to take them a hot second to do maneuvering because Blue 4 is going to be cautious because they've run into Op 4 in 2 separate locations, one by audible contact on the north of the BTR-80 Alpha, one on the south with a single infantryman. And what is...
What?
The LAVs are suppressing the compound that the Blue 4 guys are going into.
Hey, they're just being careful.
Bane, 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 Bane. I think someone mispid'd.
Yeah, probably.
Hydrate.
I do. I fucking love the Scandi Recon boys. Fuck, just look what they're doing at the moment. Middle of field in their vehicle, 80 up top.
Oh yeah, classic.
If I'm Scandi Recon at this point, I'm begging commands like, come on, please, let me become the vehicle.
Let us drive around, yeah. You can see the blood where they shot Cullis and knocked him out, and the player's actually pointing that out.
Yeah, they're gonna lick it.
That no.
Lick it off the floor. Get a scent, boy. Get a scent. Sniff them out.
Do you see what I have to co-cast with? Oh, bravo! Blue 4 is on your scrotum line.
Oh, see? Oh my god, they actually... I am Commander.
Oh my god. Echo slowly driving forward. They might push forward to risk it for the biscuit.
Biscuit.
Oh, Mott, I don't have a choice. It's a requirement to cover this community.
Cursing. Yeah, I've just planned their entire plan.
Oh my god. Yeah, you see a majority of the Blue 4 force is actually moving up the shaft while the flanking force is going around the ball.
Interesting maneuver by them here. It really seems like they're hugging the balls really closely.
Yeah, just on the outside, but they want to keep close to the balls because it gives them a good amount of concealment going through that forested area there.
Yeah, you never want to be too far away from the balls. When
Oh, definitely.
But maybe a bit more space around the shaft, just to be careful.
Yeah, but again, the main force seems to be traveling up the main body of the shaft, but we'll see how the defenders are able to hold against such an attack.
Any classic commander would, you know, they tell you, hold close to the balls, stay away from the shaft.
Oh, definitely.
Sure, that's what Pierce would say.
Behind the balls is the weak spot.
Exactly.
Nero fails to correct it.
But then again, they could get caught out on the tip here.
Oh no, the tip is where Blue 4 started. I mean, there's not really any way for Op 4 to catch him out there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I could probably go make my coffee right now.
You could. I will entertain your chat. I'll be good. I promise.
All right. I'm trusting you.
Yay! Hi, chat. Oh, okay. I guess I have to do my job now properly. Because obviously you yeah. Okay. Anyway. So nothing too interesting to report. Blue 4 are currently holding themselves at Zawiya. Maybe. I think what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to form a line with their LEVs, making sure that they don't end up walking across Echo Squad. Is the shaft rigid? No, the shaft is a little bit. You know, you always want a bit of bend in the shaft because it gives you that ability to maneuver around it rather than having it be a straight line. Because a straight line it sometimes can work, but you know you want maneuverability. Anyway, stop that. Blue 4 seemingly are going to set up a line in Zawiya, on the road, on the main road. And this is interesting. Red 4 have actually just abandoned Destroy 4, 3, and 5 to make a forward push, which I think will catch Blue 4 by surprise, moving into their first line. But the more interesting thing is you have the Southern Force here. They have left the balls a little bit, which obviously, you know, as me and Liru talking about, me and Liru both commanders in our own rights. Definitely not hugging the balls as close as they should be, but then again, it should be fine because there's no immediate threats around the balls. Immediate threat at the end of the shaft, though, you do have, because the end of shaft is pretty much the Red 4 Force's destroy objective, so Blue 4 will be aiming for the end of the shaft. And we have shots going out here from the LAV-25 firing into a random building that has no one in it. Don't we like that? We love it when they do that. Did Liru not even leave you on the map? He didn't even leave you on the fucking... Dream, do you have dreamy eyes? No, my eyes are quite ugly. I wish I had blue eyes. I've got two chats to focus on here. Very glad for this high quality commentary. I'm actually trying my hardest because I don't want, you know, I realize he didn't leave you on the map, so you don't actually have a very good point of view. I am watching an ad, so I could be wrong. I'm giving Liru all my money. He's kind of giving you an over the top view. Haha, your hardest. Thanks, MZ. You always here to. Okay, so they have built a line, but they're moving two forces up at different points. So the main force, which is in the center, is not moving yet, but you have a sort of like broken up force with one LAV on the eastern side of this line moving up. But Red 4 are perfectly content to just sit where they are. And I'm actually, okay, here's a big one. Echo Team, aka Eander, and unfortunately you guys won't be watching this, have actually about to drive up to Bravo Blue 4, who were the southern side team. They do have some AT, I think, with Batty. He's got it out. So they could actually take out Echo here if they're not careful. HMG Vic fires too quickly, completely fluffing his shots. It's not the HMG Vic, it's actually the no, it is HMV. It's 50 count, and now they're running away. So Bravo have missed the greatest opportunity ever to take out Echo Squad there, because Grav couldn't hold his excitement for a moment, nor could he get his shots on target. Very unfortunate. Thank you for the follow, Bow Arrow 1. Sorry, I was calmed in for that, but I'm basically holding down my tab key, so I'm always, coming through.
Was that
Echo
a mistake?
are making their way back to the southern, the back objective, the eastern objectives. But again, Blue 4 have absolutely whiffed a chance to take down a huge asset of Red 4's there, and now they know that they have a small squad coming on their southern side.
All right,
so that was
give me the
very bad
TLDR. I see Op 4 has an on-con guy, but that's it.
So a lot of Blue 4 stopped hugging the balls, and I will tell you why that caused them a problem. And obviously, Blue 4 are heading towards the end of the shaft, which is the most dangerous area. But
right.
I guess Blue 4 aren't that bad because they have no hostilities at the balls. Someone actually asked me, is the shaft rigid? And you might agree with me with this. I said no. Oh, okay, we have.
Oh, look, something to comment on.
Isn't rigid, you always want the shaft to be like.
Dream. We can drop the act, okay? Combat started.
Yeah, okay. Well, I want to see the TLDR. There's actually something interesting that happened. Blue 4 Bravo on the eastern side had Echo drive right up to them, and Grav in the 50 cal missed every single shot to not be able to kill Echo. So
well, I saw Yanni was on con, but they brought him back now.
They ran away. So
right.
What he should have waited for is his friend had a single shot.
Right.
AT, and they would have taken them all out, or would have blown up the vehicle at the very least. But Grav kind of whiffed his shots.
All right, so we have an 80 Alpha on the far northern side trying to come around and flank around. Where is the other 80 Alpha? It's staying on the airfield. Okay. But interestingly enough, Op 4 have gotten all eggs in one basket in these front two objectives.
Yeah, this is what I said before. They've abandoned the back of the eastern objectives, but
weird.
Echo for Red 4 now know Bravo are on this side, so they'll probably get the 80 Alpha to focus to make sure no one comes up behind and gets these.
Right.
I think Echo are now going to stay here in their vehicle while Red 4. And Blue 4, I think, are doing the worst possible idea here because they're moving straight into Red 4's main force, who are all in like sort of urban areas, and have their BTR 80 on the side. Oh my god, how do you talk so much, man? I did that for like literally about 4 minutes and
you already hate it? All right, LAV is pushing down the middle, still helping with the suppression. We got one BTR 80 Alpha on the north. The second one is now starting to come around on the northern side as well, but still needs to be deployed. Blue 4 have an interesting battle line forming here. And then you still have that Bravo team trying to come in on the rear, but it looks like Op 4 is putting everything on the town objective. I, again, think the airfield would have been better, but I think Op 4 has done that because they were just bored out of their mind.
I don't understand what's going on here now. Both 80 Alphas make sense. They've left. Obviously, they're reconvening and they're going away. But Echo have now also left Destroy 5, 3, and 4.
I don't know.
I understand that Bravo is a small squad, but leaving your three objectives to just be there.
Soel and Kabubi dead. Malin dead. I'm going to tell Dream that it's going to go good.
You're going to run into like albeit a small enemy force, but...
Hey, Dream.
Yeah?
I was doing a death count review, and Soel and Kabubi face their Blue 4 are dead, but Op 4 only has one dead guy, and it's Malin.
He got 2 kills there. Probably 2 upset.
Yeah, probably the 2 people that are dead on Blue 4's side. Yes, Boo. How are you?
Hi, Bloodwing.
Would you like a sip of coffee? I've got a little left. All right.
Hi, Bloodwing.
Oh yeah, channel to summon Bloodwind. I'm thinking about that.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah. No channel points required.
Hi, Bloodwing.
Dream says hi, by the way.
Yeah, let's go.
He says hi back.
Vindication.
No, hi Dream, not hydrate. No. I love
this.
Oh.
Do it again. Do it again.
No.
Do it again.
All right, so Op 4 went aggressive on the far side over here. Yep. Cuboid's dead.
Oh, look at the BTR 80s.
No, I'm going to go out in a few hours, remember? But I'm good, though. Thank you. I put the, I sealed the packaging for the quiche. So if you want to, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think Cat's just, Cat's stuff, that's right. No, it's not.
Oh yeah, Bloodwing did make an amazing quiche and mini quiches this morning for breakfast. It was actually restaurant quality. Which was nice. It was very, very nice.
Nice one.
Well, for a majority of reasons, but I don't think we can talk about some of them on
Father,
Twitch.
Why wouldn't you feed me?
Shut up, Dream. Do you want... You can cancel on them and come with me. Okay. Bloodwing has D&D tonight, but there's...
Oh, I just realized the A Alpha singing the open field.
There's an Arma party. I'm going to go crash.
While Echo, Blue 4 are moving NAF's into position.
But we'll talk about it in the intermission.
Take them out. So I think one of the BDR... the A Alpha is about to be... Yep. AD Alpha is down. It's going to cook off.
So there is an, no, it's a Humvee cooking off, and you just mentioned there's yeah, Echo found the, yep.
Well, they went out into open field, stopped, started shooting at nothing, and then just let Echo kind of like walk around.
I love how the other 80 Alpha is not reacting to that at all. They're just still looking in this one direction here. Now we're starting to see, the gun starting to turn, but it looks like, yeah, multiple dismounts, and driver's still alive, but I'm worried this is going to start cooking up. Nope, he gets out.
If I'm Mac, I'm staying in the gun.
Yeah, that was a very silly decision.
Just stay in the gun and just fire.
So Blue 4 with both LAVs, I feel like, is going to continue to bulldoze that objective. Only to a certain point. If they keep getting pinned in the forest on the outside, they're not going to be able to get much room. Yeah. But we could watch the fallacy of this happened in a previous mission a few weeks ago. G legs to no legs. Oh my god. Yeah, he got the Lieutenant Dan treatment there. But there was a mission on this map a few weeks ago where Blue 4 lost all the infantry they were attacking, but they still had the LAV-25s. So they just tried to like drive them. It wasn't this map actually. It was Chernarus Redux, or one of the Chernarus missions. And you had them just kind of charge the final AOs and get completely annihilated. But they were getting good multi-kills. It's just the faction lacked the ability to actually push in at that point. There's my coffee.
There's been one other death in this main force here.
Right.
And I think Blue 4 obviously losing a few. But that 80 Alpha, I think, might have done it.
It just ran down MacMarine and double tapped him. Good God.
The gun down. I think the gun's down. That's probably why you can stay in it. Smoke rush.
Alpha is doing a smoke rush.
It's going over an open field. It doesn't matter if he's on foot or if he's on a vehicle, he will still find a way to go over an open field.
Well, this one's a bit more justified because he's in an LAV and he's trying to set up a front line of smoke so his infantry can cross forward.
It's just...
Look, if we keep memeing on him for every situation, yes, it's funny, but eventually it's going to go stale. So I'm going to commend him where it counts. I mean, he's using the vehicle as cover so his force can cross through an open field. Now, is there a patch of trees on the left and right they could use? Yes, but it's Pierce. So naturally, the open field is the best place.
As long as it continues to work, like some grace of like...
Unfortunately, the infantry are starting to get ahead of the vehicle in the smoke cover, and they're getting annihilated and enfilading fire being delivered by Curie and Seismo there. 2 of his members just went down for that. And there goes Pierce. Pierce is on fire. And now both Pierce and his assistant here are still on fire. The vehicle's on fire. You hear autocannons cooking off. It's very messy. Poor UAZ, it's unarmed, but the vehicle is just mag dumping the shit out of it.
The BTRA on the red, it just looked confused. Oh, and the other LA...
Oh, the one back there, that's cute, yep.
Yeah, he just looks a little confused, but he's got spirit.
Oh, I know, Don, you always support Pierce's plays because you just like to watch him get blown up. You like to watch everyone get blown up because you're evil, but, you know, Bloodwing still loves you.
Dawn is based.
Dawn. She says hi. Incorrect, you just like, well, yeah, I mean, that's the, you're still evil.
We like Dawn over here.
What? That is a lot of money, Goober. You do you, honey. This is round 2. And Bloodwing is over here to be Bloodwing. So we've got Op4 on the northern side. They're really focusing on covering the second objective. Bravo on the rear is going to be going for 3, 4, and 5. Even if this attack falters, which it looks like it is, Op4 definitely have the number advantage going in. Blue 4, yes, they still have one of their LAV-25s, and it's been a bit more supportive. But Op4 have just kind of hunkered down the defense. I was worried that there wouldn't be enough open areas for the Op4 to commit attritional losses to Blue 4, but I was wrong. And now we've got the other BTR-80 Alpha spotting some of Bravo on the rear and engaging them, and I actually think they got a kill. Yes, they did.
This is what I was hoping they'd do, because Echo must have...
Yeah, covering this AO.
Echo must have just gone, hey, by the way, there's a team making their way up this side, so like keep an eye out for them. And from what it seems like, the teams Red 4 are having a great time. They've lost absolutely no one. To be fair, I called it. As soon as I saw Blue 4 moving up straight, like, into town, like, offense, I just knew they were going to get torn to shreds as soon as they made it.
I would appreciate that, honey.
Yep, so throws a charge at the...
Yeah, he moves it. It's still good get Jan Salvi. And it gets him and takes the building out. Ooh. Yeah, Don did, but Don's evil.
Here doesn't have any explosives.
No, that doesn't mean do it. No. Hey, hey.
No,
hey, let's be civil.
Don, this is for you.
No, don't do it for Don. No, no, no. Oh. Hey.
Who else just likes Bloodwing?
LAV takes a rocket and is knocked out. Hong Kong. Why is your back hurt?
Anyone else just likes Bloodwing?
Oh, another AT round goes into the vehicle. I have to give her a little back rub here.
Base back.
Oh, well, it's the obligation of the man. You did make me a quiche this morning, but I can also reach around and grab these, and these are really fun to grab. But for now, I'll keep rubbing. Tomer's on top of Curie's position. I have to, yeah, I know, I'm doing this one-handed. No, get your ass back here. I'm not done rubbing. All right. Curie trying to breach the building, finds Tomer, takes him out. Great shot. And the rest of Blue 4 is just kind of stuck on the northern side. It's the remain. Oh, here comes the BTR-80. But it's completely oblivious to what's going on. Ah, yes. Classic BTR-80s. You good? Awesome.
We don't even have to donate. We can
that
just
is your titty. How dare I?
Hey, can you guys, if you're in Liru's chat right now, give 100 points?
Huh? Oh, I can spec it. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. But it's fun.
I'm so confused.
Don't worry about it.
I know this is a PG-13 stream.
You know, I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, turn around. I want to see how much it... Hold on, hold on. So if I, like, put the mic over here.
I guess I'll
okay, you're right, I do.
I guess I'll fucking do this. Okay, so Bravo
here we go.
on the rear
Here we
side
go.
lost one
No,
man.
no. I got this. No, I can watch it. No, it's fine. All right, I won't hit it hard. 1 second. All right, ready?
Basically,
oh, it does kind of come up.
I heard that. That was audible. That was audible. That was audible. That was something I heard.
This guy.
All right, so we just have the remnants of Bravo on the eastern side. Yes, we've got the rest of Echo on the northern side, and then we have a dismounted group here. Domestic abuse. No, domestic abuse is what she does to me off of the stream, okay? Not according to... Wow! Oh my god. All right, so Iqbal just went down. We're just waiting for Bates now.
And the Echo team behind him, and then Bravo.
Yep. Demonic abuse.
Chat, did that pick up for you as well? Because I didn't...
Twitch, this is not a friendly trend. A family-friendly channel. Yeah, that's why it gives you the warning to say it's, oh, wow, Don missed all of it. That's even funnier. Ah, don't worry about it. Can Vage channel his inner entry Hotto and make it to the destroy object? Oh, he actually did just get a kill. Good for Bates. Oh, God. Yanni missed it. And Bates slips away into the bush. Completely hidden from the fin.
Why is your waterboarding have a cooldown? You should take that off.
Because I don't want to be constantly waterboarded on my channel. And there goes Bates. Don't say yes I do, woman. It's not my kink.
Bloodwing would just hear the word and just
no, my kink would be you in the freaking Neko outfit again. Anyway. A little bit of friendly fire between Yanni and Kiri. They friendly wiggle it out, as men do in this game. And we still have Echo on the northern side, but a BTR 80 Alpha's crossing the river. But this is the Matt team. Now it's coming out. AT out. They hit it in the water. But the gun is still active. They're looking for the shooter. They see him, but they can't get the shot out. Pencil, yeah. Here. And there's another hit. That disables the gun, and it's going to cook off. My marker? That's the only marker I have on. I'm waiting to see that cook off. Another AT shot goes in on it, and that might have disabled the engine. And now they're going to swim. And there it is, cooking off. Suffering builds character. Ah!
It's still cooking. Liru is still cooking off, and it is underwater. On fire, and they are underwater. Okay, it's...
Yeah, it just went out. But yeah, Lolo is, Oh, no. I've never seen this before. So I guess water no longer puts the fire out. Yeah, sure, why not? What?
Lolo can't catch a break.
Is that not alcohol?
He's just screaming.
He's screaming underwater. Don't hand me a colorful thing of liquid and tell me it's alcohol, woman, because I will try to drink it.
What was it?
Well, then don't give me a glass of detergent. No, I'm not hydrating with that.
Drink it. It's good. It's in the yummy.
Lolo's gonna drown. While on fire in a river. Burn to death in a river, why don't you?
No, he's back. And he's still on fire.
Okay.
It's cruel.
Damn. It probably is white phosphorus or something.
I'm messaging Marlon. It's like, please help him.
Let him burn.
What the fuck, Liru?
Well, I almost drank freaking detergent thinking it was alcohol, so... What?
You should have done it.
No! That shit burns.
Yeah, and it burns so good.
No, then you go drink it.
I do.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever. So
Web Knight is making a horse heresy mod.
Someone hits that hydrate button.
I know. I drink water like a normal person, you freaking weirdo.
I load up on some
Dwarves, you can go join his Discord. It's open, and he puts pictures of what he's working on all the time. I lurk in that channel, and once in a blue moon, I'll put an emote just to remind people I'm in there, and I exist.
It goes down, it burns.
Hell yeah. Then you're fine. All right, so 3 people in the Humvee. We still have 20 minutes in this round. Honestly, this should be mercy ruled. Here, I gotta go poach a question to someone.
Yeah, Lolo is no longer on fire and somehow made it out. So.
Yeah, the water finally stopped lagging, and he was able to make it to shore. And
let that be a lesson, kids. If you set yourself on fire, you will
set yourself up for success.
If you set yourself on fire, you'll set yourself up for success. Because, as Dwarf said, suffering builds character.
I missed the Osprey wreck, but Everett, I'm pretty sure you looked at that and smiled because of what you're working on. I'm hearing you out, Don. Dwarves, he... Actually, I don't know, but there is... Oh, wait. No, shit. There isn't. There isn't. There isn't. I forgot. There's somewhere not allowed to talk about. Anyway, do-do-do-do-do. Mana-mana, do-do-do-do. Mana-mana, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Anyway. Don't you hate it when you forget, like, which NDA you signed?
Whoa.
Yes?
Sorry, I was just about to say I forgot where I was. You just fucking forgotten that you... I've only signed one NDA in my life. And I'm gonna tell you all.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Signing an NDA as a mid-ass armor streamer was a fucking surreal experience. Oh, that was a voice crack and a half.
Stream's Alzheimer's kicking in, yeah, right?
Hey, there's a reason I'm so good at the
Oh my
grandpa.
god, look, they're actually cooking the caches off.
Brilliant. There's a reason I'm so good at the grandpa character. Just real life Alzheimer's.
Fair enough, Jen Salve. I love how 2 Blue 4 members are just being pushed to the end of the map, and there's a Humvee team actually going around hitting the objectives right now, and a majority of the surviving Op 4 players are pushing these 2. And I guess Blue 4's logic here is if these 2 guys can stall and pull out a majority of the player base, that leaves the rest of Blue 4 Bravo to go hunt and destroy the caches. I mean, for now it's working, right? Because they know the exact positions of the caches, but one of them goes down. Gats is down. Finn is trying to cover. There's cache 4 destroyed.
Liru, what happens if they actually do this?
They're not, but
Liru.
it's funny if they're trying.
Liru, just what happens if it actually happens?
They won't.
But
There goes cache 3. So now Blue 4 have to mount. You gotta notice though, Op 4 has now turned some forces around to go to caches 1 and 2.
yeah, but it could happen.
Cats and Flying Finn are at the end of the line here. But look at how many people on the map though have turned around after getting those notifications that the caches are being destroyed though. Oh, there goes Finn, because Alexander was flanking with the PP2000, managed to get a nice flank shot. Now he just needs to go up and double tap. He climbs over the aqueduct.
What time do you think you'll do DayZ tonight?
9:30 or later, EST, because, again, I'll be out. There's double tap 1.
Ooh, there's 2 in the morning.
And there's double tap 2.
Chat, how much do you want to see me there? Because positive reinforcement is how you
Well,
get
again,
used
it's
to it.
probably going to be later, though, because there's something silly going on tonight, and I got to go crash it. There's a meetup of a certain community of players that I used to play with a lot, and they're literally 5 minutes away from my house, and one of them
funny.
reached out to me, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. But here's the thing. I'm also going to... I've got a bunch of bottles of my latest batches of booze that I need to clear up, because I'm already making a new batch, because I got friends coming over in, like, the beginning of April. So of the people that are coming, I decided to make something custom for each of them. So I need to have space now. So I'm just going to give them like a bunch of, I'm thinking Blackbriar Mead would be a good thing to work with. So plus that one has a pretty nice aftertaste. I just need to probably just sweeten it a little bit after I clean it out. So it's a nice blackberry mead though. I changed up the recipe a little bit, added some rosehip, and yeah, it's got a nice aftertaste.
Add some blood. Don't know why. Don't know why I said that.
I don't know why you said that either.
Nope. My brain works in ways.
See, there's a gap right now for Blue 4 to actually make it to the destroy Objective 2 area, and
If
then they
they're
might be able to
smart-
sneak in.
If they're smart, they
We
won't
have
destroy
15
the
minutes,
first
and yeah,
objective.
no, they'll just sneak into both and take them out simultaneously.
Yeah.
Favorite Space Marine chapter?
Or
Oh,
they leave
done.
one- They
Done.
leave one guy to run up and take out the first one, and
Ask the
hopefully it
Slaneshi.
draws everyone away. And they just send like the two guys separated just to run in. See
I
if
think
they can get
Horse
the last
boys
one.
are Horse's boys are really nice, you know. Wink.
Liru, if this happens, you owe me $1,000.
What?
Just say yes.
No.
Oh.
I almost did the Prince voice. That'll come back one day. Don't know when. Probably when I'm less busy with everything else, but I've got some ideas for how we're going to be pushing the channels in the future, so we'll
Guys,
see.
I almost did it. I almost got $1,000.
You wouldn't have.
I almost got $1,000.
Ah, I see Op4's about to dismount a group of 5 around Destroy 2. Zony's now pushing in. I don't know, Zony is a Pepega Pirate member, so I have to say, can Zony channel his inner Audrey Hotto while he's naked and breach into this AO? Oh god, they're coming after him. Zony finds Banks. He gets Banks, but Autovisky coming around. Zony's reloading, a grenade goes out. Zony runs into the grenade. Oh no, he's still alive. Another grenade bounces off the tree. Zony gets him with a GL, tries to run off, keeps himself angled so he doesn't get taken out by the grenade. This is Audrey Hotto level playing here. And there's an autocannon. That is the LAV-25 now firing blindly through a building. Guys, we might have actually done it. 12 minutes remaining. One of the blue 4 guys is dead.
And you did it.
That
was all you.
Wow, okay. Well, Batty is still alive with a marksman rifle and no kills. So guys, can Op4 channel their inner Audrey Hottos and take Batty out? Wait, no, I forgot that curse doesn't work on a plural form. Shiitake. Well, I'm sure Batty will be fine. Shot goes out. Minimal effect. Hey, look, Batty's dead. Anyway.
That's bad, did he?
Anyway. What a beautiful round. Batty was not the badass tonight. That's quite unfortunate. All right. I'm debating covering round 3 because we're down to like, it's going to be 25v25, you know? Dream owes you 53,000. Oh no. Dream. You monster. All right, defenders 1. We'll stick around and try to cover round 3. What would Dream do with $1,000? You know, I think that's a great question. Dream, what would you do?
Ooh, what would I do with $1,000? Well, okay, so okay, I'm gonna be a fucking bitch about this. Just give me a second.
What? Dream would be a bitch with $1,000. Not the answer I was.
Okay. So $1,000. Are we talking like I get $1,000 or I get £1,000?
Dollars. That was the question.
So that's £787.15.
You literally looked that up, didn't you?
I did. I went and looked that up.
LCPL go.
So 787. First thing I'd probably do is I'd probably like order something just to eat, have a nice meal, and then I would probably plan something to do with like some friends, and then I'd probably just like hold on to the rest of it and like invest it in like stream. Like if I ever make any money from stream, I try to put pretty much all of it back into streaming. Which is why I don't make a lot of money on streaming. But yeah, that's probably that's probably what I do. What would you do if you just got $1,000 randomly?
Probably take Bloodwing out and do something really nice.
That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it'd be a. I mean,
well, up for
around where I live, it's not that exciting, so I'd probably have to. The worst part is traveling to a place to do something. But yeah, I'd probably put my stick to that.
Statics and UAZ.
Maybe it's like a karaoke bar or something. I love karaoke.
We do have a pretty good karaoke bar around where we live. We did that for New Year's. Funny enough.
Yeah, I brought it up to Marlon before we hung out, but it was too short notice. What's your go-to song?
Feel Good Inc. by the Gorillaz.
Ooh, good one.
Tax Act is here.
Damn it. There we go. Actually, let's just do Bridge on the River. That's a funny one. Changing up the music a little bit. Cool.
My normal one, I think, is quite a typical one.
I know, Salvi.
The Killers.
Good for seeing. Good on seeing you, and
I can't remember
hope
the
you
name.
enjoyed tonight.
Mr.
Need to warn
Brassard.
Bloodwing. Don't worry, the Greek embassy. Yeah, she.
Just 'cause I think that's just a great song for karaoke.
Her family's in surveillance.
But
I'm already
I've recently
screwed.
been listening to a song called "What Love." And there's just a point in it where the guy, his voice, he just can go really high pitch, like he can hit an octave that I didn't know existed before the song. And every now and then, if I'm like home alone or I'm just alone, I will attempt to hit that note, and I've not done it. I can report.
What is that, Don? Oh yeah, that. Yeah. Anyway. Well, Dream, I hope you can hit that note one day. Sorry, my chat's talking about assassinating me because apparently taking Bloodwing out for $1,000 got misconstrued. And everyone's reminding me that Bloodwing is, part of the ambassador line to this country. So, you know. I was gonna, like, you know, take her to DC, take her to a really nice restaurant, like, go to a few places. We like to go, like, the Arboretum and, you know, maybe one of the museums or two. But no, like, yeah, that's what I mean. Of course, guys. Thank you.
I want to kill my significant other.
No. Don, I don't want to check this. Is it the thing you posted in chat? Because I already looked at that. Oh god, it's a video. I'll look at that later. Hey, Boo. Oh, do you need help? What would be the big favor?
Big fancy museum. It'd be nice.
I'll be back in a second. Bloodwing got in a precarious situation.
Yeah. What do you do? What would you do, chat, with $1,000? Just straight up, you got $1,000, and you can say bills because you know bills are just normal. But like, say if you were released from those shackles, and you just got $1,000. I'm coming over to the chat, don't worry. Really good. Oh, that's good. A really good 3D printer. More ammo. That's terrifying. There's something recently I thought about I really want to go do, but I never actually, I've completely forgotten what it was now. Which is really funny. I'm going to play this round, by the way, just so people know. To be fair, I am talking to NA viewers, and it does make sense. You know what? This is 100% going to be the fun squad. I'm going to go with that. Hello, Wildfire. Oh, Wildfire, no, please. Oh, God, no. Tough for 1K. I get a good 3D printer and armor DLC, more D&D books. Yeah, that works, I guess. Yeah. Well, you do whatever the hell you want. Blow and hookers. Duh, Murkas knows what he wants. Dream gets 2 kills and then gets mag dumped. That could happen. That would have been pretty good. Upgrade PC. Yeah, upgrade PC. I'd probably go upgrade PC. Gonna go with blow and hookers. Yeah. You know what? That makes sense. Do not blame you.
All right. What crap did you say while I was gone?
Nothing really. We were just talking about what people would do. We had a really good what was it? A really good 3D printer. We had more ammo. Yeah, Dawn, I'll take a meme. So I didn't see that. Dream check Discord. I will. We had blow and hookers, which I thought was pretty good. We had another blow and hookers. We had armor DLC and D&D books, which I thought was quite nice. Upgrade my PC. Seemingly there seems to be a lot of PC going out, go for country. Something about sucking your dick for $1,000 or so. So you got the $1,000, but you still are just going to decide to suck. Okay, fair enough. Daddy Liru, mommy dream is abusing it. What the? I didn't say it. What?
What?
Nothing. Apparently I'm abusing them.
You don't get a birthday this year, Dream.
What the fuck? Not again. I don't want to be 15 forever.
Nope. Now you're gonna put on the maid outfit and you're gonna like it. Domestic abuse.
Abuse.
You know, you're right. No. Dream, you know when your birthday is, buddy? It's coming up. February 29th. Mark your calendar.
I can't hear anything. Someone is playing very loud sounds in my ears again.
Chat, just keep doing that. Like, whenever he has something important to say, and we can get through this AO super quick.
You're saying, but if it's encouraging them, please don't.
I'm not. Why would I do that? Dream is such a wonderful streamer. Okay, you can't actually hear me. Awesome. Da 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 da. Yeah, you can hear it secondhand through his mic. I love it. What's Dream's stream? SL Dream, I believe. You can blow out his ears for like a few bits or something. Anyway, 2-sector defense here. We have a spawn zone on the top side, probably for vehicles, and then just 2 sectors right here. Blue 4 going to be attacking from the southern pass area here to then go up and hit his objective. These are massive hills, even I'd say ridge lines, so hopefully this will be a quickie. He's not on my multi because he never gave me a Twitch URL. And he never told me he was actually streaming because I know sometimes he doesn't, so. Jesus, Dream. I thought it was audio, not snoo. Get your shit together.
It was so loud.
Never mind, that's loud as... Yeah, I probably don't want to go on the stream.
I hate this Scottish.
Because he literally, like, blasts it through his audio.
It does. So what it oh, fucking hell, sorry. I've actually got a headache now. Before I leave, because I am playing, so I've closed out.
Oh, you're going down to play?
Yeah, just so I don't see anything, so I don't hear you say anything. Basically, what it is, it's just what Liru does with sound alerts. What you guys pay with bits. Except I've done like my top few are just really bass boosted.
Yeah,
wet
go ahead,
sounds.
tell us. Why not?
And one of them is Scotland Forever.
Wait, you boosted wet sounds? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, fuck you.
That is inappropriate.
Fuck you.
Go to your room. Go to your room.
No.
Right now. Go to your room.
I want a birthday.
Go to your
this
room.
year.
Nope.
Okay.
You get a birthday on February 29th.
Wait, it's a leap year.
No, that would be the 20.
Wait, what's February the 29th?
What is February the 29th, Dream?
Shut up. I don't know. What is it?
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday?
Yeah.
Will I finally be 16?
Absolutely not. Anyway, go have fun, Dream. I'm going to start talking about the AO. And there he goes. 10k bits, though, so he's earning on that. Channel points or bits? Because 10k bits is $100. Damn. I mean, good for him. Hell, I'll let you guys blow out my audio in my ears for $100. Hell, I already let you guys abuse me for less. Hail Hydrate. Oh my god. Alright. So, this is probably continuing a very long campaign that's had Grovians, something like that as Blue 4, and then Op 4 as Russian forces, but you see that Op 4 are in full retreat because the Blue 4 forces have been pushing through on this area here. Grozovians, that's it. I'll let you blow. No, wait, no. I blow out my ears, not blow me. Oh, God, fucking damn it. Now, damn it. Grozovians, I know. I'm horrible. Anyway, round has begun. We're going to be able to hear them locally because now we're solo shoutcasting so we can, listen in on their communications and whatnot. Anyway, mission details here. Blue 4 are going to be trying to capture 2 sectors. Op 4 trying to hold those 2 sectors. Mission details, 1,500 meters of render distance, 100 fortified points for the defenders. Fortified colors green again, and then 50-minute round. Notes, there are 2 play zones active in the mission. The play zone for Blue 4 is past the Grozovian flags, and it is where the play zone ends for Op 4. For Blue 4, you can only change your weapon once without losing ammo, and if you change your weapons with your optic, you will lose that optic. Okay, so they have a weapon choice, is what they're talking about there. Background, U.S. Marine Corps assaulted the Russians on the Eastern Front, the goal of which was to distract the main Russian force to allow for a special forces team to blow up the northern dam. They were successful, and as a result, the dam was blown, and this prevented the Eastern force from getting much needed supplies, and it cut off the main route to retreat from. This has led the Russians to abandon their entrenched positions and retreat northwest and go over the mountains. The Grozovians plan to let the Russians retreat and have instead focused their... He just jumped into my camera view. Okay. Focus their attention on capturing the northern and western areas, as doing so would allow them to gain the upper hand in controlling the northern mountains. Area of operations. Both of these sectors have been heavily fortified. The craters around the AO have not been marked on the map, and there are also some other objects that have not been marked. Interesting. Mission rules for Op 4, at least one Pluton must start in Sector 2. All right. Blue Force kits are going to be the custom-made Grozovian forces, so they got TAR 20s and TAR 21s, or M16A3s or M4A1s. I think it's a 16A3, though. SVDs, RPKs, M136s, PKPs, the Maz, and that's also a TAR. Gazvodnik with a KVPT, basically a BTR turret up top, is one of their vehicles. Another one's a Mark 240 Humvee. They have a SOCOM Humvee with a M2 and an M240 attached. 3 unarmed BRDMs for transports, 3 MRAPs for transport, an M2 Striker, and a single BRDM with its KPVT turret. Op 4, meanwhile, are going to be your Russian winter camouflage kits with AK-74s, SVDs, RPKs, RPG-7s, the 32 for the MAT weapon, and the PP-2000. You have 2 Kamaz trucks, a BTR-80, a UAZ Dishka, and a standing and sit-down cord static, each with 250 rounds total. Otherwise, looking at your player count, you got Charlotte commanding. All right, that'll be interesting. Batty as the 2IC, Kiri leading Alpha, with Sam as the marksman and Ilbanek as the medic. Huel, Seasmo, Alexander, and Colonel Cookie are going to be in Alpha 1. Bravo has Nemesis leading with Cullis as the marksman, Malin as the medic. No additions for Bravo, so Echo. It's just Charlie with Cats leading, Flying Finn as the marksman, Dream is the medic, and Naps, Dobbs, and Yabi have also merged in form probably Charlie 1 or 2. Delta just has Major Khan in it. Delta 1 has Tackleberry and Haran. Delta 2 has Swollen Banks. They're just taking the machine gun rows in there. Echo has Jupitus as the gunner and Luce as an assistant for 4 rounds for the, I believe that's going to be a Maz. Yep. And then vehicle crews have Vagrant and Golf being the KPVT Vodnik on the Legs Express. Amazing. And then the second vehicle is probably going to be the BRDM. Actually, it's listed right there with Mac Marine and Lolo. Depso being the Op 4 commander. Fonz being Alpha's lead with Snodgepair, Pupper, Twins, Nolex, Salt, and Jerry. Mike in Alpha 2 with Norris, Pierce, and Kabubi Face. Zoni leading Bravo with Korvac as the marksman. I keep missaying that. Jack being a machine gunner within Bravo 1 with Waljo, PJ, and Lurch. Got tongue-tied there. NASA is leading Echo with Lolo, Kermit, Pog, and Zixme. Interesting to see a 5-man crew. I think they have Zixme joining in from a different group because he's an explosive specialist, but I guess they're making custom rules because this is only like a 25v30 right now. And then we got Gravin Revealy taking a BTR 80 for the vehicle crew. AOs wise, you have this massively openly cleared out area, a lot of craters around, a lot of trenches also set up. They're back on the winter maps here. And then we've got a bit of artillery position, but this little trench right here is the fortified one that actually counts for the sector. But I really do like how they've used these logs to kind of build up and make this trench line. Then they've set up some tarps underneath to have a nice color. I appreciate that. It's always nice to see how people build custom objectives like that. And then you got this little Hesco fortified position here, utilizing some of the walls like this to make blown out little trenches. This is actually really cool. These are all made out of wall textures, and that honestly is pretty awesome to see. And then the other side, you got that similar bunker going, and then you've got a little fortification there, and then a vehicle bunker for the BTR 80 Alpha should it choose to use it, but I doubt they will. Otherwise, that is all we've got for the sector. We still got 10 minutes remaining. Blue 4, they can choose to just push up the MSR. They can take their vehicles and try to go on the sides. That risks driving through the forest, but this is the entire circled AO. So Op 4 can't go past this line, and Blue 4 can't... Sorry, words. So this marks where Op 4 can stay in the objective, so they can't do any wide, elaborate counterattacks, and meanwhile Blue 4 can go all the way out to the sides and then come in if they want to. So that should be interesting. And Don, thank you for setting up the prediction. Sorry that I forgot to do that. But I always appreciate you and Mod when you cover for me for that. Xenomorphs will not come out of the craters. I'm so sorry. Unless you count Twins, but Twins is a human, not a Xenomorph. Also, there's a single white tree out here. But from the distance, it looks a little janky. Alright, but overall, that is what we got. No, only bugs. Oh, God. You know, eventually we'll be doing gate ops with the Starship Trooper mod, because that's actually canon, but we'll get there when we get there, right?
I mean, I have half a mind to hide it up behind Hill 587 to the north.
So we're going to hear some of Op 4's plans here.
West, but if they go super wide with their Humvees, it would be tough.
Do you think you would be able to see something from this hill here?
I think it probably is east, I'm not disagree with you, but
Yeah.
I think there's a reasonable chance they go for 406 as we go.
Sorry?
Yeah, I think
No,
it's
that's the
I think
toggle.
it's that hill.
Oh, sorry. What did you say, Graf?
It's that hill.
Good evening, Nessa.
Yeah,
Good evening, Franz, how you doing?
I feel like you will be able
I'm
to
good,
see a
buddy,
decent bunch from that
Pretty good,
spot,
pretty
right?
good. Good mug.
Yeah, as
Cheap,
long as
you know,
nothing comes
bit
up
of
from the
pasta
west.
left over, you know, living
East
well.
Yeah.
lane.
Hi.
Yeah,
That's
well,
very
I was
nice.
thinking
Oh,
to,
yeah, it's great. Nice. I have a bit of pasta left over as well.
Ah, yes, the legendary FNF chatter.
But I've actually got a pasta.
What happened to FNF's numbers? I don't know. Just, I'm not in that conversation, so I don't know why their numbers faded. OFCRAs are still going strong, but FNF, I don't know. You'd have to ask someone like Kiri or Malin that who, you know, run the community. When's FNF Melee up? Again, you would have to ask Malin or Kiri because they are qualified to answer those questions. I do know that they're going to have another Vietnam rotation soon, and we'll just have to see how things go. Az, I think, would also know a bit of it because he's on that side, but again, I'm just the commentator here, guys. We're chilling to some music. We rarely cover round 3, but here we are. After this, I'm going to go have a shower, prep a bunch of booze, and go out and be Santa Claus. And I'll see if I can get Rob to cover FNF with me. Mr. Eggbeast himself, the head dev of the SOG Prairie Fire CDLC. And I would also love to get him a little tipsy and we can spill the beans on some of the special projects his team has been working on that I can't really talk about because, you know, it's NDA. Anyway, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Warhammer 40k FNF. You'd have to talk to Azariah, Malin, or Carrie about that. Again, anything that you'd want to see in FNF, those are the people to talk to. I am literally just the commentator / streamer. Otherwise, we see Op4 mainly holding all their forces in Sector 2. I mean, it's a really nice Hilltop 2 cover. There's a lot of open ground on this hill that they can also capitalize on, compared to the other sector where it's kind of in a valley and there's tree lines on either side. But Sector 2, it's also very big, though. I'm not sure if Op4 have the infantry to cover it fully, but hey, maybe they'll work it out. Yes, there was a 40k FNF on a Saturday. I do remember that. I didn't cover it, though, because I was busy. Drunk Santa. Hell yeah. Look, all right. Personal note. I have 2 5-gallon drums and a 5.5 and a 6-gallon drum that I've been using for the past year to ferment mead and cider. The fermentation process for the cider usually lasts a month. The mead usually takes up to 1 to 2 months. And then I will bottle it, let it age, but I will admit the latest batches are still sitting in the fermenters because I didn't have room to bottle it, but I also had nothing else I needed to bottle because I already had gallons upon gallons. So I have a good, like, 35 to 40 gallons of various different types of ciders along, I think, 5 different varieties of apple, between combinations of mainly Fuji, Honeycrisp, a little bit of Granny Smith for some acidity, and I forget what the other one was. But there's a 4th apple blend in there, and then there's also some Perry, some pear cider from Star Crimson Pears that I bottled like 2.5 gallons of that's sitting back there as well. So there's that. And then the mead recipes, I've just been kind of throwing things together on my own using wildflower honey. Because you can buy a 5-pound container of wildflower honey from Costco for like 16 bucks. So it's cheap. Like, the stuff I'm making it's very, very cheap, which is awesome. But I'm still calibrating the flavor profile I want. And the yeast you use actually makes a very hefty difference in that. So I think I settled on, right now I'm using D47, which is a winemaking yeast, but it really does help preserve the sweetness, as well as it gives it a bit of a tropical fruit note, which is nice when you're working with more fruity meads. So that's been good. I've also been trying a few cider yeasts, but I haven't really found one that I liked yet. Because there's too much of like one little flavor that's kind of dominating it, but I digress. I'd say in terms of the variable, the yeast is the most important part of the thing you change. Otherwise, it's just, you know, keeping the recipe even, keeping the gravity at a nice ratio so it doesn't become too alcoholic, because I could pound anything. It's just, one, it gets me intoxicated, and Bloodwing hates it when I get drunk. But also a lot of the people that I drink with will only like sip maybe 1 or 2 glasses of something, and they prefer it to be sweeter than harsher. Except for 1 or 2 people I know, but they're not around here locally. Don, shut up. But if you want to DM me, I can tell you the recipes I use. Because I'm going to be honest, I've been making my own. Bloodwing for Christmas a year ago got me a recipe book for specifically making cider or mead, or anything, actually, any homebrew, and I've just been writing notes down. I will admit, though, I haven't been writing the gravities down, because I've just been trying to find a flavor profile I've liked. Wildflower, orange blossom, clover, nice. My favorite so far has been a strawberry mead I've made. That one I've actually really, really enjoyed. But I will also admit, I was asking random people I know, like, what flavors would be good, and that one was sent in by Vix. So, of course, she would know something pretty good with that, right? But no, I'm trying to now, the Perry I made for Dante, and then I saw him a few months ago, and I was able to give him, like, a gallon of it, which was really funny. But that's what I just filtered. And then the flavors I'm going for right now, I just started on a pomegranate mead, And I have notes for a few other friends. Sparkle, who comes in chat, she's going to be one of the people that comes and sees us in April. I've got notes on what she wants, but she wants a cider. Our mutual friend Tiger also wants a cider. And then I'm working on what to make for Bloodwing because she wants to be surprised. But she gave me a list of... Actually, not even a list. She literally just said something that I would like. So naturally, it's a challenge. So I've got a few ideas, but she also said it's a cider. So ciders are a lot quicker than mead, because mead you have to at least let age for like 3 months. If it's a fruity mead, though, then it's ready to go after that 2 to 3 month mark, because after 3 months, as it ages, it'll start losing some of that fruitiness to it, and just become more of just a standard dry, dull mead. Whereas cider, you just need to let it, it's like perfectly aged after 3 months. But mead, you generally want to let age for like a year, so. Dream says I'm Gringe. Lovely. Peach is a good flavor. My aunt actually recommended I try a blood orange mead. And I've got the blood orange honey ready to go. I'm just waiting for blood oranges to come in season. But I also want to time it to where she's actually here to try it. And that's always the tough part, is timing, you know, things that'll take, 3 months to ferment. I accidentally tabbed out. And then, whenever they're around. Because fruity meads, again, the sweet spot is within that 3 to 6 month period. Because after that 3 to 6 months, it'll start losing that fruitiness to it. But I was running the math with a buddy of mine who was interested with what I was doing, because I was up late a few nights ago to bottle up and start the mead. But I literally Googled a thing of pomegranate mead, and I was explaining to him, all right, so for $15, you can buy a 750 milliliter bottle, like a wine bottle of pomegranate cider, pomegranate mead. God, keep getting things confused there. And that's nice. Cool. But for, what did I spend? It was $71.79 for 4 5-pound bottles of honey and half a gallon of pomegranate juice. And 79 cents for a yeast packet. Because I buy them in bulk, but I will, one will last me like a year and a half. And yeast will last that long anyway. I can buy what I ended up calculating was like $350 worth of cider I can make over the course of 3 months to a year. And since it's pomegranate, it's gonna, not need that much time to age. And I also, 20 pounds of honey I think was definitely a lot higher. It made a gravity that was a little higher than I wanted. So it's gonna be an alcoholic mess. But the guy I'm making it for Dante, if you know him, I play horror games with him, he drinks. So it's going to be perfect for him, but it's going to also preserve quite a bit of sweetness. I just hope it isn't overbearing, if that makes sense, but we'll see. I'm still experimenting. Every flavor profile is different. But that's a little about me. I've also got a greenhouse going again, and I'm growing carrots, radishes, star crimson pears, because I had a bunch of seeds from the Perry, and I had to let them cool for 3 months. Or, put them in the fridge for that long. And there's a few onions that went bad, so I just cut off the ends and I'm regrowing them. They already have root structures going, and one of them's starting to put up green shoots, so, little hobbies to keep me sane, because, someone that makes ARMA missions almost every day, I can tell you right now, my life is insane. Alright, but Blue 4 looks like they've pushed everything on the right flank over here. We have a single vehicle. That appears to be the Striker. As I said that, it looks like it caster cursed them, and now they're taking a right turn, and they are moving to follow the remaining convoy. Interesting. I'm going to be honest, fermentation is really, really easy. You just have to make sure you disinfect everything and then keep things clean, but it's really easy to get into, and it's really easy to just buy like a $15 or $20 jug on Amazon or something, and then a simple stopper. And if you don't have any cleaning solution to put in that stopper, just put some, vodka in it to keep it disinfected. And then it's fun to watch it bubble, and then you just wait around, and if you like it, try it, and if you like it, cool, and if you don't, do some research on the flavors you're tasting, and then adjust and try again. It's really easy to get... Shut up, Mirkas. Not like that. But I think the really funny thing is, once you realize that you could either literally pay for 1 or 2 cocktails or make your own alcohol that's, the amount is going to be 5 to 10 times 5 or 10 cocktails, that's when you start realizing, wait, maybe a little bit of patience goes a long way. I need to research what age I should probably teach my kids about homebrew. But we'll learn about that later. Give it 20 years. I love how Blue 4 is doing the extreme route all the way up to here because they know Op 4 can't be right here. They can at most be like on the edge of this hill to watch them, but once again, we're seeing Blue 4 doing a really overcomplicated strategy just to attack the flank when it wasn't necessarily needed. I see where they're going. They might try to then map ride off the side, but Op 4's already anticipated that and set up their defenses accordingly, so we'll just have to see how things go. Name of the book. What do you mean, Miracast? You mean my recipe book? I can go upstairs or just DM me on Discord. I can just take pictures and show you. But I'm going to be honest, I have not really enjoyed a lot of the stuff I made, and that is because I also faltered quite a bit. Don't use champagne yeast. That's the #1 mistake I made in the beginning, because I thought it would taste good. It did not. Don't use champagne yeast. Use it for like wine or something, but don't use it on cider or meat. Now, if you do like the taste of champagne, though, it's going to taste right up your alley. But if you are not, don't use champagne yeast.
Oh, we spawned with wirecutters. Oh, I love it when the missions are well made. So good. Have you wirecut a fence last mission, Chris? No, the mission before that.
I have never actually wirecut a friend. I've given the order to do it plenty of times.
Wildfire, thanks for giving out a sub. It went to Hyken. Hope you both keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Yeah, I get it. But like, it's 11 seconds, bro. So you can't really assault.
I can't put this in your backpack for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, to wire cut something in this game, it's literally you just look at it with Ace, and then you know, animation on it, and then it takes like 11 seconds. I think that's something you can adjust. Are there any events you do that are open for joining as a specific unit? Torgor, if you type !FNF, it looks like I forgot to put in the title again because I'm an idiot. It'll link you to the FNF Discord, and you can join in as a single player. You can also do the same thing with OFCRA. They meet up on Thursdays. And then the same with TBD, which meets once every month. And that's usually the big one of, 130 to 150 players with a bunch of crazy vehicles to work with as well. And then, of course, you can always DM me and we can have a chat if you're looking for something specific. I'm going to be honest. I think I have that chat with people at least once every 3 to 4 days where someone will DM me and we'll just talk about, what they want to play, where I can point them in the right direction. I'll point you to anyone that I know of. Hell, I even had to point someone to a Star Sim recently because they really wanted to get into Star Wars. And for those of you that have been with me for a while, you know my opinion on Star Sim, but if you really want to play Star Wars stuff, that's the best place to go. Just stay out of the unit drama. You'll be fine. Wildfire, he did not, but I assume he had a good time. Righto, Everick. Everick, I learned a while ago, I don't think it's the best idea for a unit to kick out their devs. I think you have a little bit of leeway as long as you don't abuse it. That's something over the years as, someone in the Arma community. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. If you're one of the developers and you're making a bunch of custom stuff,
Through Echo?
You get special privileges where you go. Whether or not you're a likable person, and I've got my own reservations about certain people with that, but you still treat them with respect because once you don't and they leave, you're kind of screwed. So I've always been in communities when I hear that people that, have developed things for that community all of a sudden start getting handed a bad hand. I'm quick to go to people and go, hey guys, this guy makes stuff for you. They don't get paid for it. They make it for you. So give them a little bit of leeway. Not a lot. Don't frickin' hoist them above everyone and praise that they're the frickin' God Emperor or whatever. But give them that leeway. Because people are silly.
Let's get that mark.
Oh, yeah, no, people, there's still multi-clan rules. 506, for example, they still have a multi-clan rule. Again, my personal idea of multi-clanning is silly, because if you can make multiple time commitments for multiple places to play a video game, then you're fine. I think multi-clanning is a dead rule, in the sense that there's definitely more communities coming out that don't have that rule compared to ones that do. But, again, like, if you can play in multiple places, then do so. Like, it's not hard. And if you're going to create an environment where you're trying to limit other people's leisure time, then good luck.
Very north, directly north.
Right, Everett. Anyway, contact has begun. Blue 4 again going on that wide flank as I predicted. Op 4 have a bit of a picket group down here, and they're starting to try to blow through this area, but at least this is tipping them off. But these 3 are dead. Because we have the SOCOM Humvee pretty much suppressing their position. We could see the BTR come up, but that 50 cal is going to quickly cut it down. Oh, he was trying to speak, and he immediately got blown away. Yeah, exactly, networking, Wolf. Exactly. That's why I try to keep my own unit super casual. And the one thing where we do require, like, a quote-unquote tag or rank, we, you know, don't make it something boring. We make it something still tied to the game. But more on that later. His last words before the MAT team got taken out by, I believe, the overwatching BRDM. Lolo did get a kill with that, so that's nice to see. I do appreciate that Blue 4 is having the vehicles going along the wide flanks here to flank around. BTR is now going to probably try to move to be a picket here, but immediately there's going to be 2 50 cal. Technically a 50 cal and a 14.5 millimeter, which is a little bigger than a 50 cal. It's 12.7 versus 14.5, but those calibers can easily break into that BTR. Last defender who just woke up gets shot dead with the grenade blowing his head off as a finisher. Ain't that nice? Looks like the BTR is just going to pull away. So that, I believe, was 3 free kills. No, a full 5-man squad. That was the MAT team completely killed off by the entire Blue 4 force. So that's unfortunate. But looks like the engine just got shot from this vehicle. Possibly some friendly fire. Had to have been because there was nothing contending it. So a little bit of miscommunication there by Blue 4. Maybe they thought that that was just a hostile Vic or, you know, something in front of their line. And that's always the risk when you're using vehicles to encircle an enemy is your friendlies aren't going to PID quickly. They're just going to shoot. Hey, 2 millimeters. Bloodwing. Is 2 millimeters a lot? Depends. Bullets. She says yes. If a woman says yes about length on anything, then it's correct, all right? That's the rule. That's what you got to stick with. Any bullet's enough if you put in a head, even 22. Righto networking. Well, my door's always open. We're going to be at least doing Arma for at least another 5 to 10 years. Based off of what I know about Reforger in 4 and 3, so we'll be around for a while. But yeah, no, there are some communities out there where you're literally a basic bitch rifleman until you go to specific classes that it's like 30 minutes to an hour and a half to learn about certain weapon platforms and blah, blah, blah. That just used to be the norm. And again, in the beginning it was fine. It's just, I wish for those communities there was a way to test out of stuff like that. Like, here's 5 questions. They put you on a server. It's like, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And can you do this? And if they don't know the first one and they have to ask, then just do the class. And if they do, and then maybe they have one question about something because they never knew about a certain weapon platform having a certain feature, then you bring it up, but then you continue. Because the point of those classes is just to make sure the person knows how to use the weapon system with the settings that are on the server. But, you know, everyone knows how to fire an AT weapon and knows about Backblast, except if they're brand new to the game. Grozovia needs a challenger too.
Okay, I think that might be
These
an
guys
enemy,
noting they're taking contact here.
old enemy echo team.
Oh yeah, and then saying die MF die when you're using the auto rifle. Look, again, everything has a place in things like that. It's just the original people that came up with that stuff would probably look at it now and go, it's definitely gotten misguided. Alright, so we got the UAZ driving around. Op 4 definitely have abandoned Sector 1, so Blue 4 just going to go for Sector 2. Honestly, it is feeling like Blue 4 have the advantage here. They've got vehicles now in decent Overwatch positions, and from here they can definitely suppress that AO, so it's tough. Oh yeah, some AT sites in this game can be weird, and that's why it is helpful to have like a picture explaining what all those sites do. I mean, the RPG-7 site from RHS, probably the most common launcher you will ever see in Arma 3 in any community. That does anything related to, you know, standard milsim stuff. People are going to look at that site and go, I have no idea what any of this shit means. But once you do, you know what sites are for what type of warhead, what sites are for what type of warhead, and, you know, because there's like 6 or 7 different warheads you can use. Stefanix, I'm going to kill you. So now we're starting to see that long-range suppression on this position. We're going to see some UAZs return fire down here. The question is, does anyone have any spotters to see where they're actually hitting to line up their shots? And you'll see a big pluff of smoke if they actually engage each other. I thought I was seeing some shots like that. Oh, that is a MAT team engaging. I think that round went over, though, because I did not see a round go off. I can hear the round back here. Yeah, there it is. It was whistling by. So these are two of the MAT players. I think they stole the AT weapon. Yeah, that's the RPG-32. So they definitely took it. It's not going to be the most useful thing in the world, but looking at Blue Force playing here, they're just going to, calling it right now, they're going to take this forested line, go up to here, start getting in the craters, and then move laterally across these craters as they receive friendly suppressive fire on enemy positions. BTR has maneuvered, and they've got a guy on the outside walking the shots in. That's a good call. That's going to put pressure on the suppressing position over here. But they can just adjust and get into an angle where they're not harassed by that hill and still engage that main area. So that's a bit moots. But it also could pull aggro and elongate the engagement. But then again, these guys don't have anything to fire at yet because the rest of the players aren't in position. Nothing much, Schizo. Blue 4 having a massive advantage and really pushing it. I mean, you got a full page of Blue 4 players, and Op 4s are literally half a page because they already lost a good chunk of their units in that first firefight. Well, I mean, so here's how I do training in my community. There is once every 2 weeks at a minimum, I have one op that I try to make one of the most fun ops I can. The latest one was playing around with the Half-Life stuff, which in my opinion is one of the coolest systems in Arma 3 because Web Knight is a development god. But I digress. It is a simple tagging system. It deletes everything every 3 months and starts anew. But if you attend 2 ops and you do the ops perfectly in a point system, you get the tag and you can do whatever. If you do them partially okay, then it takes 3 ops and you'll get 2 points per op. But again, you're working up to 6 points. But it's basically just a play on standard operations in various theaters of war. One was what was going on in Africa with the whole Nigeria versus Niger block. And right now we're doing stuff themed with the Middle East right now, with recent events. But, you know, we still have Apaches, we've got F-15s, we've got tanks, we've got APCs, basically a lot of stuff working with a lot of stuff to stress communication. Because that is the #1 weakness in every community I've ever worked in across the board, is units not knowing what to communicate with each other. So the ops, there's no real training, it's more of just practice communicating. And if there's a group on their own doing stupid shit, I screw them over. Because they're alone just getting their butts kicked. But if they communicate to support assets to then save them by, you know, doing carpet bombing runs and Apache comes over and assists, stuff like that, you know, it's still working to the goal. And I mean, the last training out where they forgot about 2 of the hostages and they had to run back and grab them, they still got all the points for that scenario. It was close. But the fact that Whimsical also punched one of the hostages to death on accident, it's meant to just be ops that you would still want to play regardless of if there was a training system or not tied to it, but it focuses on specifics that I want to stress for my community. And if there's anything I want to train on specifically, like what if I want to teach the player base how to use javelins or the switchblade drone or whatnot, I'll just make half the slots do that. And from there, I can teach my community how to do things based off of those ops that they're going to play. But I keep it dynamic. And it's up to me to do that as the host. MacMarine gets knocked uncon, the BRDM loses its rangefinder, and you've got... I don't know why we're seeing a group of infantry coming around this way, especially when they know there's a BTR watching that hillside, so this is a bit of a silly play. That shows a lack of communication between that asset. And then you've still got these long-range assets trying to plink on. So what's scaring me here is Blue 4 having too many forces on Overwatch and not enough actually pushing here, and they're pushing in 3 little separate groups. You got the smallest of just a small fire team, you got the biggest in the middle, and you got this group coming around to do a wide flank. I get why they're doing it, so they can have things in certain positions to support each other when the actual assault begins, because the long-range support for suppression, I mean, this is a big ways away. That's almost a kilometer even. I would say 800, 900 meters, but still, it's very risky to break your forces apart when, even though you know you have the number advantage after wiping a part of the defense early on, you don't want to underestimate your opponent at that point. Because if you send your forces in pickets, in smaller groups, you can end up being defeated in detail, which basically means that you divide your forces so much that even though you have the overall number advantage, the forces you send in the attack waves don't have the number advantage your opponent does, and then they're able to easily clean up and wipe your opponent. Wolf, I don't want to go in and discredit any unit or credit any unit unless I've actively worked with them, but if you want to talk about the 212, I can tell you things about the 212. But again, it's years old, but I don't know. Again, that's why unless you absolutely want to play Star Wars, don't get into a Star Sim. And if you do, just keep your head out of the drama, just show up to the ops, show up to whatever you need to do, and have fun. Because you will have fun. Just don't put your head into any of the drama, otherwise you become a target for it. But I digress. So you got Charlie now up on the hillside here. Yeah, they're watching, but as soon as they start shooting, they're going to give their position away, so they might hold for now. So you hear them talking about that they're holding fire, they just want to kind of get spread out and engage when they can, but they're going to basically pull some of Op4 to look their way to buy some time for Blue 4 to come in, because look at what Blue 4 did. They made a bit of a mistake here. They're trying to go from this area, look at all this open ground they're going to end up having to cover, instead of they should have taken this forested route on the left to get even closer. So this is going to create a kill zone for Blue 4, and I think they've realized this. So now they're trying to fold a little more to the left, but still, there's a bit of a kill zone with some Op4 units that can look right on top of it. They're going to really rely on the heavy machine guns on the vehicles in the back to suppress these positions so these units can move in. And you can already see that some of those vehicles are ranged in because we do have some dead bodies here. But I think Blue 4 has held their ammo so they can do stuff like that, but now you're seeing smoke pop. Oh, man, this is going to be messy. And then there's some Op4 defenders to stop Blue 4 from utilizing this flank to suppress those positions as well. So, a little tough. That 80 could have really helped in suppression as well, but we'll just see it come around on the side here. But Michael, I'm doing okay. Thanks for the 18-month resub. That gets you a Lance Corporal badge with some goat horns. Hope you wear it with pride. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Funny enough, the SOCOM Humvee pushed up. It's fine with its 240, but the vehicle's now smoking. So I'm pretty sure the Dishka immediately hit it. You got RPGs firing. That one went a little over. It hit a tree. But Norris is going to get a second shot, because you got to remember, whenever you see an RPG-7 in play on either side, they get 2 rounds. Everything good, honey? Awesome. So we're only 27 minutes remaining, which means we're only 23 minutes into the op. But you see that Op 4 is now trying to hold. Blue 4 is moving crater to crater here. This flanking attack, though, if Blue 4 gets stalled, I think these guys are still going to be able to break through the 3 defenders here and then get to the final area, and that's going to put pressure directly right here. But we just see a Blue 4 guy go down in the open. The thing with bounding like this is it does require a good amount of communication to get right on top of these positions, but look at this. Dream gets a back of the head headshot on Korvac right there, who was just trying to hide in the trench. Funny enough, he's a marksman, though, so he can take more marksman ammo if he wants to. But they are trying to coordinate, so they've got PJ and Waldo remaining on this side. We can also see that Op 4 are losing some defenders as Blue 4 has successfully come around, and they're using this low ground to push in, and the fortifications up here do get suppressed when they try to poke their heads up. They're also looking in this direction instead of the direction over here, because now they're just getting overwhelmed. And this is what I was talking about with round 1, where if you have a supporting attack, even if the units aren't in positions to assist each other, if the defenders don't have enough manpower to watch both sides effectively, their limited manpower is going to be focused on one direction, in this case the southeast, instead of the closer enemy unit to the northeast, and that lets them get in. Then their attention is going to be pulled to the closer fight, and that's going to then allow this overwatching position to get closer as well. You hear shouting from the Op 4 side.
That's right.
So you see them popping smoke grenades right here. And now you're going to start seeing Blue 4 getting right on top of these Op 4 positions. So funny enough, the team right here is working on going to Sector 1. That's why a few of them broke off, so they're going to then reform and come up and hit Sector 2 as well. But you see that that sector is currently being taken because there's no defenders in it. I have no idea what this BTR-80 is doing. They're literally back here just trying to find really far overwatch positions, but they don't have any magnification in that KPVT turret, so they're kind of useless. They're just kind of out of play right now, and at this point, there's no position for them to move up to be effective, so that's unfortunate, but I'm going to be honest, if it was anywhere closer, it would have been picked off by a vehicle by now, which is why they're playing it overly cautious. No, I'm not caster cursing the 80. Smoke grenade gets put up here. That would have been a really nice grenade pull, but you've got the machine guns now firing onto this position to suppress it, and Blue 4 is moving right on top of it. RPG's being fired. That's actually hitting in the infantry groups over on the right. We just heard another explosion, probably a thrown satchel. Though I don't see a crater. Looking at the disparity here on numbers, you're seeing that Op 4 are taking those casualties, and Blue 4 still have a relatively full roster. They have taken some KIA, though. Look at that trade. So again, even if Blue 4 evenly trades with Op 4, they're still going to have the number advantage, but Blue 4 finally came into this position, breached it out. Hold up, there was a wake-up, but the Blue 4 guy had to reload. What in the hell was that? What kind of drop-shotting slide whistle bullshit did Sony just pull? I've never seen that move before. I hear Dream's voice. Yeah, he put himself on the left side to allow for Dream to get him with the flank sat. That is rude. That is rude. I mean, damn, you didn't have to double tap that hard. Holy shit. Writing those timestamps down. Damn. Vodnik pushed in, finally got RPG'd, but at this point, Blue 4 is just charging in all assets to overwhelm this position. You got 2 OPFOR guys on the crater out here, but they're out of play at this point. BTR still staying out in the edge. They're not going to be able to do much. Chunk of 4, blue 4 coming in. I mean, 1 well-placed explosive charger satchel is going to clear out that position. Do we have any explosive specialists on point? We do have Huel back here. Part of the push, but I mean, some grenades will also work wonders in this position as well. Oh, wow, this is a fortified mess over here. Satchel bounces off. Charge gets thrown in, it gets deflected.
Around the northwestern side.
Oh my god. Absolutely brutal at the moment. Cats with 3 kills right there. Ground command died on the edge. I mean, there's 2 more defenders, but you already see that the timer is pretty much set right here. Oh, no, OPFOR still is there, 2 alive down here. They're desperately trying to hold the interior of this bunker.
Good Pierce.
But it's going to be 90 seconds and GG anyway. One of them gets knocked out as he tried to access the 2nd story area. Explosive charge gets thrown in, ends up in the corner. That might be shaped enough. It's going to kill him. It does not. Oh. Another kill goes on. 60 seconds. Salt doing the best to hold this. Even if he gets killed off, though, as the last defender, you still have the BTR-80 crew, so it won't be a win by kills. That grenade's gonna get him. Oh, he might have folded in enough. Nope. And he cooked a grenade! He's dead. GG. Death by his own grenade. Ain't that funny. Is he gonna die to his own grenades? Yep. Alright. That's GG, guys. That martyrdom was kind of funny. All right, that's it for Blue 4. 30 seconds left on the clock. The only thing that's still up is the BTR, but I'm going to call it here. Don, if you're still here, can you pay it out to Blue 4? But otherwise, that is it. We'll watch this BTR's final push in, but that's GG. Anyway, guys, we'll be back later for some mission dev in like 4 or 5 hours. We're going to be building an operation for Saturday. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one. Casually repairing it. There we go. All right, OPFOR completely wiped. See you guys later.